Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to the small game finals. snowbz is battling abhatt349. I am Johns. I'm here with Akuchi.
Lou?
Alright, and we are already underway, so let's go ahead and take a look at this board. What?
We've got Witch and not so great ways to trash curses.
Bishop is only only trashing is always a good time.
We got Butcher, but yeah, not so good at
Oh yeah,
trashing
there's
the zero
butcher.
cost cards.
I mean at least there's a 2 cost that you can spam like Vagrant, so it's a little bit easier
hmm
to go Copper Curse to Vagrant. But it's basically thinning to turn a stop card into a cantrip.
Also got Snowy Village as only plus actions.
Man, this is all the fun.
Yeah, a little tricky. Got
Else,
Pathfinding. I wonder if like Advisor spam and then Pathfind it could be, or it could be Vagrant.
um, I think it'll depend on how it shakes out, but I have a feeling if you're playing a Butcher and getting a bunch of Vagrants, Pathfinding Vagrants will be a fairly strong play.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah, but I think I want Witch as my first five. Butcher's okay, but uh that'd be my instinct.
mine as well. Like without good curse trashing, like it's just easier to give out curses than to deal curses, so might as well just give them out. Um,
Probably cargo ship silver open.
Cargo's silver is fine. So there's obviously the high roll of like turn 3, you can cargo ship a witch or something for turn 4. It's
hmm
gonna get a little difficult though because you don't have a lot of villages, but I think cargo is just such a powerful effect that you just take it.
Yeah, double silver is pretty sad. Opening advisor, always sad. Opening bishop, always a mistake.
Um, yeah, don't open bishop. Bishop's not trashing. Just as long as you don't think of bishop as trashing, it's okay. Just because you get to trash a card, they get to trash a card, it's a net neutral.
Yeah, well,
Uh,
especially early. Later on, that might not be
sure.
the case because you can potentially see your full deck and they only get to see their starting five cards.
Yeah, my general thing is if you're opening Butcher, it's kind of like opening a Terminal Copper. Like that's kind of what you're opening with Butcher.
So Abhat here does get the dream draw,
Yeah,
which gets to be played on turn four and as player one.
that is just
Very strong.
beautiful. Yeah,
Uh,
absolutely beautiful.
snowbz picks up advisor with the cargo ship, sees neither on turn three.
That's player two's already at disadvantage, and these turn 3/4s are making that gap even wider. Now the thing I don't like about Advisor on these sorts of boards is you're gonna have a lot of junk, and so Advisor is gonna very often skip over your good cards, which is not a thing you really want to do.
And
Make
especially on this board with Snowy Village as only plus actions, it's going to be really easy to deprive your opponent of the
mm-hmm.
thing they need to make their turn good.
Yeah. I'm not sure you pick up here. I mean, something like Treasury is actually perfectly reasonable. Snowy there is also actually.
Whoa.
I think Snowy
A
there is actually
six coin
fine.
hand, you pick up Snowy Village?
I'm okay with that actually. That seems fine.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna draw all this money all the time, I guess it's fine.
Yeah, gotta use some of those buys. Um, like if you pick up like a couple treasuries and you have some decent luck, you can always just pathfind treasury instead.
I I think I'd rather have a butcher and really even a second witch over a treasury.
Yeah, that's probably true. I mean, there's just so many terminals at this point. With already a witch and a cargo, picking up a third terminal gets a little dicey.
It is tough. So Snowbiz actually has a pretty nice hand here. Can cycle through the deck and trigger a shuffle.
Yeah, that's the upside of advisors. If you don't toss one of your good cards, it's pretty nice to cycle a bit, but there's always that risk there.
That manages to hit five. We'll see if he follows with the second witch that Abhat picked up.
Yeah, second witch is fine. I was leaning butcher over second witch, but I think second witch is certainly defensible.
Yeah, Snowbiz does pick up the butcher. See how that pays off. I think I'd play with two snowy villages here.
Oh, easily two Stone Villages is fine. Like you're not going to be drawing deck. Um, or maybe eventually you can draw deck, but not for a long while. The curses are just too hard to deal with.
Now here, I think I'd lean towards Treasury as abhatt because you know you've got 2 witches in those 12 cards.
Um, I mean, you could top deck. I mean, you could top deck Advisor. It's probably a bit iffy. Sorry, not top deck, but rather set aside.
Yeah,
Treasury is definitely fine, given the terminals in these 7 cards. But then again, if you there's a snowy village down there too, so if you find the snowy, then you're happy to have like a butcher. Like you can play a butcher
that's true.
and 2 witches, and you're pretty happy about it. Um,
Goes with the curse trash instead of the estate trash.
oh, what the heck is
I didn't catch that.
that? Oh, you didn't hear that?
Yeah.
That was just like a big old motorcycle sound. All right, we're good.
Reform says that it is first to 3.5 wins, so could be in for the long haul.
Yeah, yeah, all right. It's at least 4 games then this match. Um,
Ooh, second butcher.
second butcher's fine. Yeah, I think that's fine. We gotta get rid of. We're just gonna get rid
Very
of
nice.
junk.
Very nice to see that snowy village there. Yeah, I would want to get a second snowy village as snowbz with the one of these butchers.
Yeah, it seems fine. So we have to play Vagrant first here. Get the snowy. Um, something like a snowy Vagrant right now is probably fine. I expect these Vagrants are not going to last too much longer. Those are like snowy
You can actually
5
just double
cost.
vagrant and have a really good chance to buy pathfinding next turn.
Double
Like you can pick up
Vagrant.
3 vagrants here.
So you pick up 3 Vagrants and you hold on to 4 coffers.
Yeah.
I mean, that's certainly, yeah. If you hit pathfinding, that's gonna help quite a bit.
No, don't get the advisor.
Yeah, don't love the advisor there. Just get all the Vagrants and pathfind them is gonna be pretty good draw. Five here. Abhatt, I think, needs a butcher pretty badly right now. Takes another treasury though. So it looks
Think
like
trying to get the pathfinding going, it'll be pretty good. Pathfind
um
treasury.
yeah, it's fine. I mean, certainly being with top deck a lab, that also makes a coin is not a bad effect.
All right, so we got 2 snowy villages for each. I like that. I'd stop there.
Oof,
Oh,
curses are
big.
flying. 2 curses there,
And
huh?
there we got the pathfinding on treasury.
Yeah. The problem right now is snowbz is down significantly in the curse split, which is gonna be it's gonna be a bit rough, we'll say.
Yeah, here I just get 2 vagrants and bank those coffers.
2 Vagrants, bank some coffers. Yeah, that could have
Yep.
been if there was 2 more coffers in that hand, it could have been Vagrant pathfinding that turn.
Yep. Definitely gonna happen this turn. Treasury, vagrant maybe for abhatt. He does want to pick up a butcher though, so yeah, maybe butcher.
Um, yeah, butcher there would have been fine.
Can actually butcher like witch into treasury as abhatt.
Right. Okay, this looks like it could be pathfinding right now.
Oh yeah, it should be.
Um, I I mean, we could get rid of the cargo ship right now and turn it into
Either another probably another vagrant if you're gonna pathfind it.
yeah, like Vagrant Pathfind right now is fine. Oh, we're not. We're just well, why would you play the cargo ship over the butcher
Yeah,
there?
there was no upside there because you would have had a coffer. Well, you still have a coffer banked, so
Yeah, I
there's
don't.
no downside if you're not going to use the butcher trashing.
Yeah, they both make 2 coins, right?
Yeah.
At the very least, you could have turned a copper into or like a curse into a copper. Well, that might be worse though, given that you have a bunch of vagrants. Maybe prefer the curse of the copper.
Yeah.
I still think cargo to vagrant would have been pretty reasonable.
Indeed. I don't know if snowbz is going to be able to see those another butcher this hand. Hopefully.
I don't know, but what I do know is that Abhat has a pretty commanding lead here.
Yeah, I'd
But
get butcher treasury here
really want a butcher.
without
Really want
without a
butcher.
doubt.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the curse split is
I
7-3.
think it's 7-3, which is I mean it's
Tough to overcome.
pretty winning. Um yeah, Butcher Treasury makes I think a good amount of sense here. But like we gotta start dealing with the junk in our deck. We can't. There we go.
Yep.
Okay, I like this Vice. I think this is probably like totally resignable as snowbz.
Yeah. Yeah, piles are pretty low, but you're on the losing end of the VP, so you're not even going to
Um,
win with a sneaky pile out.
yeah. Well, there's not. I mean, all the vagrants are pretty low. I guess treasuries are at 5. They're not super low, but
They're
like,
gonna be taken. Yeah.
yeah, like Abhat has no reason to green here, right? Um,
No, I mean just I would trash estate or curse into vagrant to deny. Um,
yeah, like
you
use.
can probably afford to do it with curse. Like,
Oh yeah,
well,
just
you do it here obviously
turn
because you don't
curse.
have a state in hand.
Yeah, curse to vagrant right now. Um, like you could reasonably just take like 2 treasuries and win next turn, right? Well,
Yeah,
I'm not sure you get back onto your butcher next turn, but like, you know,
you haven't. Yeah, I like 2 treasuries here.
I mean, Snub isn't scoring like 7 points, right?
No, it's not possible. In any event, they'd have to take the treasuries too. So yeah, I like the idea of greening next turn.
Another butcher doesn't seem necessary. I don't think. I mean, it's
No,
not bad or anything.
treasury is just a really good card for you once you path found it.
Yeah. As long as you don't buy a green card, which
Interesting.
there's no real reason to buy green here if you have butchers, right?
I mean, I think I'd. You have like 2 buys most turns, so I think a province treasury buy from Abhat is probably in the cards. Well, he took a second butcher, so
Well,
who knows?
the only problem with that is like you lose all your treasuries top decked, which
That's true.
it's
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah. I see what you're
it's
saying.
such a downside to buy green.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Like you would butcher into green, but then buy not green. I think would be
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah. I gotcha. That makes sense.
what you're angling for. Right. I mean, which versus vagrant's probably equivalent. All right, not quite a win, but it's doesn't really matter too much. We can just turn a I don't know
You could pick up an
curse
advisor if you want. It doesn't really matter.
curse to a state there was also completely reasonable. I think.
Yeah. So here, I like.
I think you have to province now. Well, you don't have
Yeah.
to, but I think I would. Province treasury seems fine.
Yep. Ooh. No treasury in hand. The risk.
Well, vagrant might draw. We'll see.
It might.
I mean, it's not like a huge deal if you don't find one. Like, there's no way you're losing.
Toss the vagrant. No snowy village to be found.
A little unfortunate, but I mean, I guess we just province like curse to. No, we can't do curse. We can't do curse to copper and province or curse to a state and province, can we? I mean, you can do a
I mean, curse.
witch to duchy is probably fine. Like duchy province there would have been fine.
Mm,
Not sure about that whole thing.
No, I'd rather go curse to copper by province there.
Um,
You
I
would
don't.
actually have a coffer left over.
Is that true? I thought I counted that was enough for that. Maybe I'm mistaken.
Yeah, yeah, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. Yeah.
I was thinking go witch to duchy by province. There was enough for that.
Okay. That doesn't add up.
Doesn't it?
No. He played 5 copper. I don't know if he had more in hand.
I thought
Yeah, if you could
there was a,
go,
no,
if you could butcher witch.
Snowbiz bought a silver or drew a silver at the beginning of that turn, so there was definitely a silver in hand still too.
Oh, well then yeah, he could have cursed to copper by province.
Sure, yeah. Anyway, that doesn't really matter. Like I don't.
No, here I want curse to copper by province. Yep. Save up those. No, no. Why would you do that?
Yeah, take the province. Jeez.
Oh no, the butcher trash is optional.
Yeah.
Maybe snowbiz doesn't know.
I don't know. Province copper seems a lot better than duchy estate to me. Like those are the options there. All right, just toss treasuries, I
Yeah.
suppose. All right.
Oof.
Not quite a win. So we'll just score a province is fine.
I guess there is a win.
Whoa, that's no, there's not, right?
Oh no, never mind.
That's weird. Lowering there's a little weird if you're not going to end it.
It's fine to take a province here though.
As long as you take province, it's fine. Not taking province would make it very much not fine.
You only have 2 treasures in play. I don't think you're losing much. Like you got to take it, yeah.
Yeah. Plus, you have
Alright,
like
that's
three.
a
You have
nice
like
looking
three
hand.
more. You have like 3 more treasuries down here, so it's not like you're gonna not draw.
Hmm.
All right. Well, again, we should be. I'm thinking curse to state by province is probably fine.
I like curse to copper.
Curse
I
to
just want
copper.
those coffers.
Well, you go. I mean, that's true too. I'm just trying to think. We might need to maximize points here, but it's only 1 more point, so maybe it's not a huge deal.
I see no upside to playing. Well, I see no real upside to playing cargo ship.
Um, and you're not gonna shuffle your you're not gonna shuffle next turn, so I don't think you're gonna shuffle. Maybe you are,
Maybe.
but
Don't you
like,
want a point?
but your scores and cargo ship doesn't score. That's the big thing.
Yeah, I want to be up 1 VP. Because it's totally realistic for abhatt to be able to take 2 treasuries and an estate. 2 treasuries and a duchy, that will require quite a good turn.
Yeah, curse to copper by province. Yeah, I
I
still
just
know.
don't see any upside to this.
Yeah, I don't see the upside either.
Like you have so many vagrants, the province is likely to be drawn up anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, this is looking pretty much winning though.
Looking like a real good turn. Still needs to see.
Well, I mean, you have
Ideally, another. No, you're good. You got it in
you're
hand.
already
Yep.
good. Yeah, like butcher 2 things and whatever's.
Yep, it's all good.
You know, this is just winning.
Yep, silver into treasury.
Sure.
Vagrant.
Curse to
Okay, or you can do
estate. I mean, also you can just
whatever.
you just
You can
buy
just
2
buy 2
treasuries.
treasuries.
Yeah,
So
whatever. It's all winning.
now you get to buy a province.
Sure.
Oh, it bought a duchy instead. Way underplayed.
Ha! I like the duchy. Duchy was classy.
Hmm.
All right,
Too many
so
duchies bought.
Abhatt wins that game. as first player. Now,
And I don't know either of these players. Have not played them, have not seen them play, so
yeah,
don't have that angle to offer.
I mean, they made it to the finals of small games, so that's
We know
certainly an
that.
accomplishment. The small games cutoff is, I think, is it 0.5 mu on the client?
I would believe you if you said that, but I do not know.
I think it's 0.5 mu is the upper limit.
This kingdom looks fun.
It's a lot going on, huh?
I think university's worth it. Gear potion,
I
get a bunch of stables.
gear po. Ooh, 2.5 is 2.5 is bad. 5.2 you can
Yeah,
work.
5-2 is
5.2 you
pretty
can
good.
work with. 2.5 is bad. 5.2 is like Potion University or something.
Yeah.
The 5.2, you're demanding something. I guess we just demand like gear. It's probably fine.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, you're demanding something for sure.
So Swindler is definitely going to hurt here because there's no way to trash. Like the copper to curse exchange really hurts here. No way to trash the curse, and stables misses.
Yeah, it also hurts like hostelry, horse gains, and stuff like that. So there's a lot of Swindler definitely does a lot of annoying stuff here.
I don't like opening it. I think it's defensible, but I just opening gear is just too good.
Gear is such a good open. Like if you find a turn 3 gear, like the momentum on that is just massive.
You're just like, great, I can, especially with a potion open, because you can potentially get university in a 5 cost. Like, imagine going into your next shuffle with university stables. Like,
Oh
that's
yeah, yeah.
great.
Or even like I mean, you also do like
Or demand
university
gear.
demand gear again, right? Like you can do
Exactly. So
some
you have
really
the
good stuff.
alternating gears.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. The tactician open is not my favorite.
So you cannot play a meaningful double tack deck here. So that's just, I just wouldn't play with tactician here.
Yeah, snowbz also misses the tactician. So
It's
snowbz
5 copper though.
snowbz got the 2.5, the 2.5, which felt
Oh
great.
gosh, that's ridiculous. Never mind.
So to be
It's all bad.
fair, if snowbz had demanded like I would have wanted, then that wouldn't have been a problem.
Correct. If you demand gear, you cannot have that low roll.
So we have curse. The copper to curse seems like a nice play for Swindler there. Experiments are always fine. Like
Yeah, that seems right.
whenever you have experiment, you just buy it. If there's nothing else that's like striking you. Of course, gear is also good.
Yep.
I want at least a number of stables. You don't need that many stables in the sport, but like 2 or 3, and maybe 4 is still pretty doable. I don't know. You can keep going with stables, I guess.
Oh
It's
yeah,
just
I'd get all the stables.
the more stables you
Well,
get,
I mean,
there's always a stables done risk if you get too many, but like at least get
yeah.
at least get a few and then figure out the rest. Second unit look there looks good.
Yeah, and I think on this board you're happy with 3 universities,
So
because you got groundskeepers to gain.
yeah, so this is snowbz's entire deck, which is I'm gonna say not very impressive.
Nope, that's not a great deck.
All right, no, I guess we just set aside Swindler Copper here. It's not like you're buying anything on 2.
I guess snowbz is skipping university. So they've got to pick up some blessed villages or hostelries.
Yeah, this tactician just doesn't do anything is the problem. I mean,
Interesting.
it makes your next hand nice, but I don't know. Ooh, Tits of Swindlers, that's a really big hit. Hitting their Swindlers is always a big hit.
I guess, but I mean, silver's okay. Experiment's good. So
I wouldn't give him Experiment. I would give him Silver.
Yeah, I mean it's annoying, but I actually think Copper to Curse is worse on this board.
That's probably true. But like if they don't have a Swindler, they can't copper curse you, right?
Correct. Not this turn,
So
and they don't have a university,
yeah.
so
So no one has demanded yet, which I think is a mistake. Because demand is usually pretty strong.
oh, is that true?
Yeah. Turns out putting stuff on top of your deck is better than into your discard. Hostelry
I
now
mean,
is also
sure.
fine. Hostelry and 3 coppers
Well,
is totally
with an
fine.
undo here, yes.
Yeah. Like I don't want to buy any of the fives ever this game. Other than
Yeah,
demand. But like I don't want
not as abhatt,
yeah,
certainly.
like I'm not buying stables, I'm not buying groundskeeper, I'm just gaining them off of the unis. So
Yep.
my buys need to go to things like demand or university.
I'd
Um
actually rather demand hostelry and gain 2 horses than buy hostelry and get
well
3.
it comes with 3 horses either way, right? It's always
Yeah,
three
except you get
horses.
to the top deck one of them.
Except
Yeah.
one goes on top, yeah. So demanding hostelry is like strictly better than well, I'm sure we can find an edge case, but
Yeah, it's better.
in this situation it's just strictly better because they go on top.
Um, yeah, that seems like the play with this hand.
Yeah. Um I mean, you could try playing with 2 swindlers on this board. I don't think it's necessary, but I mean,
It's not time for that as abhatt. Like, you need draw. Like, you just keep
well, yeah, yeah.
getting draw.
So,
You'll get
so
there.
my thought is Abhatt's going to add 2 stables next turn, right? Like you can
Okay.
demand, um, the draw should be there, right? So if you like demand a swindler right now, right? You're probably adding 2 more stables next turn.
Maybe. You're putting 10 cards on your deck. The
Um,
horse. So you bottom deck 3 cards unless well, you see a stables, right?
well, yeah. If you see a
Yeah,
stable,
okay.
if you see as long as you see a stables, you'll draw
He
through
has a
it.
stables in those 8. Yeah. I see.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right.
I see what you're saying.
So like if you find the
Shuffle
stables, if you
manipulation.
find the stables, you get exactly to the end of your shuffle. You add 2 stables, you get a swindler attack in.
Ultimately, none of that happened,
Eh.
and it's an okay hand.
I mean, gain 2 stables in university is certainly
Yeah.
reasonable.
I think I'd stop at 3 universities unless there's literally nothing else to gain. Like on a 2 potion, I'd get a 4th university, but on 3 coins, I'd just get like experimenter gear or something.
Yeah. All right. So snowbz rebuys the swindler.
Yeah, still no plus actions.
Um, there was a suggestion in chat about buying harem. I don't know why you would buy harem. Harem doesn't do anything.
I mean, it will make your stables more reliable, but you
I
never buy it over
guess.
stables. While stables are in supply,
Yeah, I think one more.
it's a
Yeah,
thing to consider much later in the game.
yeah. I think we have 4 stables now as Abhat, which is a pretty good number.
I would
Um,
want a pair of gears so that I could actually keep a copper in my starting hand.
yeah, another gear would be reasonable to grab at some point. But stables is
Well, good thing you
all
have
right.
gear.
Groundskeepers now is I think fine. Got a gear
I
now.
guess I don't know.
Set aside 2
I'd
estates.
rather get like experiments to be honest.
I mean we're basically drawing deck. Maybe we need like a little more draw because we're not quite drawing deck.
You're not drawing deck, yeah, and
Yeah.
you can utilize overdraw.
Yeah. So maybe
No, don't get a 4th university. I wanted a gear there
it's a
for
lot of
sure. Gear
unis.
there. Yeah, it
Another
is okay with experiment though, so it's not terrible.
yeah another gear
But
would have been nice
I
though.
will have to see evidence that abhatt actually will use universities to gain experiments, which I haven't seen yet.
Yeah. Yeah. A little more draw there could be good. We're not quite drawing yet. I mean, you need to get an experiment is kind of like a lab. It's just a bit delayed.
Okay. I think. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know what you do as snowbz, to be honest.
Not great. I would discard potion there. I'm done with the universities.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, we stop here.
Well, only because you haven't added draw to your deck. You're instead adding stuff that's not draw, like universities and groundskeepers.
Yeah, so Abbat was like really close to drawing deck and then stopped drawing deck, and that's the problem,
Yeah.
right? Like you
Yep. I
stopped
would
getting
have wanted a
draw.
pair of gears, one or maybe one or two more stables, but just using universities for gaining experiments. Maybe even more gears, right? You have a lot of plus actions now. You can gain more. You can get some horses with hostelry sometimes. Like there's a lot of ways to continue drawing, and I think the value is there because you can gain and play with university.
Yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, like so like once you're drawing your deck, you can do all sorts of things here
You could have played university before,
to put some stuff in the shuffle. Yeah.
but if you're just gaining groundskeepers, it doesn't matter at all.
Yep.
All right, we'll see what happens now. Groundskeepers are gone. What will Abhad gain? Stables. Okay.
No, that's fine. Piles
I
are
don't know what the third pile is going to be.
we have time for a third pile, yeah. We're not quite there yet. But buying like
Yeah, I'm just
experiment
wondering.
right now or gear right now. Um he needs
Yes, one of those.
yeah, gear or experiment both seem fine. I think given how many universities you have, I'm okay with gear.
Something's really surprising. There's only one copper to curse trash this entire game.
Well, Swindler, who knows what Swindler does?
Swindler has trashed one stables, two swindlers. So lots of self-destruction. I kind of missed that second swindler
I think
trash.
it just happened like last turn.
Abhat does not have a swindler. Okay. I would want one, but I also want draw.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I do not want another university.
Yeah, the problem with like not
Well, there's really no other alternative, and you can still gain experiments. It's okay. But I need to see that experiment gain.
yeah.
Otherwise, I don't like the university.
Surprisingly, snowbz is the one drawing their deck right now.
With their tactician turns, yep.
Um and Abhat should really be drawing deck right now.
Well, there's no chance Abhat draws deck. But yes, played differently, Abhat could have done
No,
that.
I mean, they need to be, but they're not. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's not happening.
But it's fine.
But Abhat still has a commanding groundskeeper advantage, but they don't have a deck where they can see all those groundskeepers each turn.
Yeah, like if you're drawing deck, you can play 7 groundskeepers a turn and buy a state, and you're outscoring your opponent who's buying provinces, right? Like,
Yeah. I guess important to note, there is no plus buy for Abhat. Tactician is the only plus buy. So
I mean, you don't need plus buy necessarily. I mean,
well, it's just
you could play with 2 tacticians here, and just get your economy from like frogs.
I mean, I wouldn't. I'm just saying, like, it's something to keep in mind in terms of like the ability that Abhat has to come back from a VP deficit is definitely not as high as it is normally with Groundskeeper.
Well, yeah, but it is contingent on drawing. So I think Abhat, like, given this deck composition, could maybe use a tactician.
Yeah.
Because Abhat just needs to draw the groundskeepers and then buy like
Ideally, they can
green
play
cards.
a Swindler and play a Tactician and then buy an estate or something.
Yeah, like something like that's fine.
But I don't think they have. No, they still don't have a Swindler. So that's a problem with that plan. They
Um,
have no action means to generate coins.
yeah. So I'm not even sure who's ahead anymore at this point.
Yeah.
I guess you buy Harem here as snowbz. It scores 5 points, which seems fine.
Yes. Yes, I like that.
5 points seems reasonable for snowbz to take right now. Like, you're not gonna have too many turns with all 3 groundskeepers in play. Might as well make the best of them. I mean, Duchess scores 6, but I mean, Harem comes with 2 coins.
Yeah, and it's a you can discard it in a pinch with stables.
Yeah, it just seems like very
Mm.
superior to Duchy.
Looks like we got a hostelry here, which I don't hate.
Again though, you should demand it if you're gonna take hostelry.
Yep. But no demands have been purchased, so we probably shouldn't anticipate that changing.
Yeah. Mm, why is it
What? Gold
gold?
instead of harem?
That gold
No.
is bad.
Oh gosh, abhatt could empty experiments and lose the game right now.
That's, you know what? That is a thing they can do. Hostile into horses seems pretty good.
Yeah, I think I'd take gear and swindler here.
Gear
Maybe
swindler.
another set of experiments, but that's pretty risky.
I don't want to lower experiments too much here. It is definitely
Yeah.
dicey. Um,
All right,
yeah,
we
another
got the
swindler
gear.
seems
Now
fine.
let's get a swindler or another gear. I don't care too much. Or a blessed village, really.
Yeah,
I'm not too picky.
take a goon, take a boon. That does stuff. All
I
right.
love blessed village. You get a surprise every time, a pleasant surprise.
Um,
Even
yes.
Moon's gift would have been good there.
All right, discard the potion. How many? Okay, this is a good turn here. We got a lot of GKs
Hmm,
in play.
we'll
See,
see.
look how good draw is. Look how good this turn looks when you just draw cards.
It is very precarious though. Like there are not a lot of treasures in that deck.
Um, there's are not well, there's enough.
Why? Why
Playing
play
stables.
stables before
Yeah, that's a
horse?
weird time to play
You could
stables.
discard a copper.
Yeah, that's a weird time to play that. Anyway, with 4 groundskeepers in play, we have to take a green card this turn. This could actually win, can
You
it?
know what would be tragic
One,
is
three,
if
five.
he discarded and couldn't afford an estate.
Oh,
That would have been
this
tragic.
is 2, 4, 5. It's not quite win in hand yet, but it's actually really close to win in hand. Needs to take the duchy or to find another groundskeeper. Either of those wins.
There is no way he can afford a duchy.
Anyway, well now this wins because the state is good enough. You can afford duchy. You just got to shuffle.
Yeah.
Look at this
All
drawing
right.
deck.
Hey, eats are on deck.
Like this could have happened so long ago. Anyway, we definitely have a win
Uh,
here.
what?
It wins.
Oh, gears and okay, gears instead of experiments. It all works out the same.
Oh yeah, experiments was a little easier, but whatever. It's all winning.
Thinking really long and hard.
I mean, could have done. No, since I could have done swindlers, but not quite.
All right,
Anyway.
make sure you play these gears. It's very important.
All right, there we go. Anyway, see, that's all you have to do. Like, if you had just built the deck that had
All
done
it took
had
was a little bit of a few horses.
yeah, if you had built a deck
Got
that
that
did
deck
that
going.
earlier, yeah, just do that earlier in your game plan. Like you would much earlier. Remember, draw is good. Draw is good.
So I'm a little okay. Yeah. All right, abhatt went second there. Right. All right. That's 2 wins for abhatt.
Yeah. So halfway there. I guess more than halfway there.
Could be.
Swindler is overhated. I am like
BRB.
1. I actually have no idea. How would you pronounce that?
What?
Jay Nils is questioning my pronunciation
Of what?
of abhatt.
Yeah,
Ibot?
I mean that's what I said. It could be abhatt.
I A bot. A.
I mean, it definitely starts with ab. No doubt about that. It could be AB hot,
A B
right?
hot.
You know, it could be Alexander Bernard hot.
Hot instead of hat. Hot.
I mean, it could be hat, but they're 2 T's. They got to be doing something, right?
I guess so. Unless it's
I mean, they don't have to. You know,
what
we
if
don't know what
it's
language it is or whether it's a language at all, so they don't have to be doing anything. But I'm
it
just
could
saying
be
it's an option.
it could be abhat t.
I
You
don't
pronounce
like
it
that at
T.
all. If that's the case, I'm not a fan of the username.
Um how do people pronounce z? I like z, right? Everyone says z.
There's Zed, of course.
I do not say z. I say dz because I am American.
Yeah, no, I'm anti-Zed. Like,
Z.
come on, follow the pattern here, people.
Yeah, Z. Where does the D come from in Z? That makes no sense.
Literally no other letter in the alphabet you pronounce like that. I mean, W is a special case, but this is just very strange, Zed.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like. There's lots of things that English does that's stupid, but or like American versions of English that does it stupid. But like that's the one thing I'll stand by is pronouncing Z as Z.
I mean, I'll stand by quite a lot. No extra U's, Z instead of using an S. It's all. I mean, obviously I'm biased, but all
Um,
right, we've got an opportunity for account open here.
um, I do think the count open looks pretty good.
Yeah, there is not great trashing, so you settle for the trashing you have.
Yeah, count open seems pretty solid to me. I mean, archive is usually quite good on boards with like weak trashing, so I think archive is also like a pretty decent card. You could consider opening archive here.
Yep, you could consider it. What seals the deal for me is there is no way to trash estates except for count, and I love trashing estates.
I mean, you raise a valid
Cop
point.
coppers, whatever. States, we're gonna trash those.
This isn't the most exciting captain, but you know, it is still captain.
Indeed. In fact, I mean, people will probably look for a mint buy, but I wouldn't have a problem playing this entire board without buying mint, especially with the count open.
The count open does not need a mint buy.
Yeah.
A different open might consider a count buy. Like the 4/3, I think is probably just silver wishing well.
Yep.
Um, and like
I like
if
that.
you draw correctly, then the mint buy always looks pretty good. But you know,
Yeah, and I wouldn't count the 4/3 out. I like the fact that it's putting the Wishing Wells in the deck, which will make the Peddlers easier to afford. Peddler, usually a good card, and here it is also the Obelisk pile, which seems quite relevant.
so I mean, the question that I have for this board, and I think that's on everyone's mind, contraband, legit,
It was indeed on my mind.
right? Contraband,
Uh,
contraband seems
I
great here.
think
Yeah,
I think the bans are a little too easy though. You ban Peddler
and then
until they're gone, and then you ban Province.
but then I just buy like other things, right? Like
You
I'm
can
okay
buy
buying
other
other things.
things, but you got the contraband so you could buy a Peddler.
Um, well, sort of, but like if you're gonna name Peddler over and over again, I'm gonna buy like Province Archive or Province Captain. Like, and I'll
Oh,
still
I mean, I'm
I'll
not expecting you to have that much money, but yeah, maybe it gets
okay
tricky at some point.
then I'll buy a couple golds or something and get some econ, right? Like there's
I mean, we'll see. I'm not saying contraband is definitely bad, but I am skeptical. I'm on the skeptical side.
I'm on Team Contraband here. I'm on Team Contraband. Not as your
Yeah.
first
Well,
flop,
I'm
obviously.
on team open count.
No, no,
That's for sure.
definitely open count. This is settled. All right,
It's also
but
especially good, I think, with as a wishing well, it's a support card, like to help you get that second count trash.
yeah, I do think, um, I do think you could take Contraband like second five though, as abhatt, pat.
Seems crazy to me, but I'm not ruling it out. Like in the short term, it's just spiking a higher price point, and you're kind of happy to take a captain or an archive. So yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I'm down with I'm down with Contraband.
I mean, also it's also a tough. Yeah, they might want to deny Peddler too. Well, it depends how many actions you have in play on that early situation.
Yeah, they'll know exactly how much Peddler costs. Um,
Yeah.
Also, they can't name pathfinding, so
Oh
not
right, pathfinding. That's going to be either Wishing Well or Peddler, presumably.
probably. I mean, you don't.
It'll be interesting to see. You could name Fortress if you have a bunch of captains and Wishing Wells look like they're going to pile. I don't know if that'll happen.
I don't like. There's not enough buys for like anything to pile. I don't. I think they're gonna have to start provincing too early to like
Yeah,
really threaten piles here. Ooh, that's a bad draw for Abhat.
that is a terrible draw.
So Count is
Uh,
not doing great here.
I think I would buy an archive here. I don't want to trash 4 copper.
I'm
Well,
okay.
3
I
copper.
think I'm okay
I would
trashing
rather
4
have an
copper.
archive than trash 3 copper.
Mm, it seems close to me, but yeah, I mean that's definitely reasonable. All right, so snowbz gets the count turn 3 here.
snowbz also opened double wishing well, right?
Double wishing well's weird to me.
It worked out, and I think it's going to work out really nicely next turn.
Yeah, next turn's gonna be a pretty nice count
They get
trash.
to trash, yeah, 2 estates and net 2 copper.
Yeah, but like it is double wishing wells. It's hard to hit 5 with double wishing wells sometimes. Like wishing well silver hits 5 very regularly, but double
I
wishing wells
agree
a
there was a risk.
little awkward.
snowbz dodged the risk and is looking pretty good.
Um, yeah. I'm still like 50-50 on whether or not you just want to trash 3 copper here or not.
I think archive is a nice complement to count because it'll just keep those coppers out the way and you'll get an estate when you have the count in hand to trash.
Right, but if you trash now, you're likely to draw a count with multiple states next time you see it, right?
You are likely to never be able to afford like anything.
That's not true, because count can always
If
make 3 coins later, right?
it's I don't know, you need it to trash.
Well,
Like there are some disaster draws if you trash here, in my opinion. Like you could
uh,
just see 3 estate, 2 copper again, or you could see like count copper, 3 estate, or excuse me, count estate, 3 copper or something. You're just like, oh my gosh, what do I do?
yeah, there are definitely some bad draws, and archive is the safer play.
And it's just like archive is a super easy way to reduce the cost of peddler
Yeah.
and effective. I would like a good long term card. Those are my reasons.
Okay, peddler's per action. Yeah, always forget if peddler's action is played or action in play, but it's action in play, so archive always counts, even as duration.
Yup, yup, yup. It ain't no conspirator.
Nah. Top deck's copper. Top decking copper. You know what's interesting is top decking copper. If you're gonna trash, top decking copper might be better than gain copper, because you actually don't want to draw your count next turn, because there's not necessarily gonna be states with it.
Well, not the worst draw, not the best draw for Abhat. You can pick up a wishing well here.
Wishing well or silver.
I would have gotten a wishing well in a heartbeat.
I think the silver makes some sense, but yeah, wishing
I
well is
just
pretty
want
good.
those peddlers, man.
Well, this is a pretty clear trash here.
Yes.
Wishing Wells is silver for buying Peddler. That's a good point. Nice 4 card trash. Nice net 3 card trash there. This is a pretty clear gain copper trash. Top decking copper again is weird. I guess if you top deck copper, you're guaranteed a 5 this hand.
Yeah, that's pretty clever.
I guess that's okay. Is it contraband time? I
I
think
don't.
it's contraband time.
Yeah, I don't love archive
Contraband.
anymore.
Contraband. Contraband.
There is a question for Abhat of whether you are trying for another count trash.
It gets so awkward to trash with count the longer the game goes on.
Yeah, I'm thinking no. And I would not trash his count here as showbiz.
Looks like we're trashing.
But he trashes.
Trashing there is.
I just hate having estates in my deck. I really hate it.
I mean, I don't know. I just if it's like
I would have picked up an archive.
Like one estate's fine.
I just like archive here.
Well, at this point, I don't think I want archive. Whoa, we just spent 5 on a fortress. That's weird. That's real weird to me. All right, draw the count. We could trash and buy a peddler here. How's that sound? No,
not terrible.
Trash and buy peddler. Oh no. All right, fine. Captain then. Gold. Ooh, I hate the gold so much.
I'm not sure what the point of the gold is at all. Like, are you skipping peddler?
Mm,
Because Peddler's worth 2 VP and produces a coin.
yeah, the gold seems really bad to me. Gold is, well, what are you pathfinding? You're drawing deck, yeah. Like, you don't need pathfind now.
Hmm.
Um, like, you could have
Wow.
taken a captain there. You could have done other things. I mean, I guess we're just pathfinding Witching Well right now, but like, okay, great.
I think I would have taken a Peddler. I mean, I just think you just take Peddlers. It's kind of sad, but
I was 50-50 on trash and take Peddler versus buy contraband there last turn of snowbz.
here, like, you could do something really weird, but like you could play Wishing Well, top deck gold, trash, and buy a Peddler.
I mean, that's
Having just a really clean deck and just keep buying Peddlers.
at this point, I think, yeah, you could do that. Just one Peddler at a time is pretty slow.
Yeah, it's just really weird, this game. Like, there is draw. I don't know. It's just weird.
I don't know. I just want contraband really bad. I think contraband is actually really good here. Like this hand right now
I
with
think the time is
imagine this hand right
past.
imagine this hand right now with contraband instead of gold.
Yes, Contraband is better than gold. Probably.
Like we just pathfind. Oh no, what?
It's just not an exciting board at all.
I mean, I think it's kind of. I think there's some
I don't
interesting stuff
understand.
here.
I don't understand that at all.
The goals don't
What?
make sense at all now.
Like, you can afford everything on this kingdom already.
Yeah, gold is one of the least exciting things you want to buy there. J Nails, you should not be watching this match. All right, this is just gonna upset you too much.
I mean, I think Snowbiz is just scratching his head trying to figure out what to do. It's not a very, like, rewarding build, but buying gold seems like the worst option.
Yeah, no, buying gold seems really bad to me here. Like, what does gold even do?
I mean, I guess I shouldn't say the worst option, but there are a lot of better
Okay,
options.
fine. There are worse options than
Buy
buying.
Peddler, buy Captain.
I mean, the way snowbz is playing it, you might as well just take like one gigantic masterpiece and then try to province every turn, right? Like,
I don't know. I don't know what Snowbiz's plan is. We'll find out this turn. Will he buy Province?
I sure hope not. There's a lot going on here. Top taking silver is weird as Abhatt. Like, you don't want silver on top of your deck because it's just not a very
I don't
exciting
know what the
card.
other options were,
Well, the peddler was bought, so discard was an option.
but could they have? Oh yeah, it looks like they didn't even play any treasures. So
Yeah.
yes. All right, what's it gonna be, Snowbiz?
Gain copper trash hand. Let's go.
Not gonna lie, top deck gold trash hand would have been pretty good play.
All right. Well, snowbz has trashed all of the cards in their deck.
They could have done that with 1 gold. They could have done that with 0 golds, but here it is with 2 golds. The golds do mean they can buy province.
Uh huh. All right. The
So
peddler
there's
was
that.
there.
And you can top deck a wishing well, and we'll see what gets bought.
I mean, at this point, well, yeah, 3 or 4 turns ago, Contraband would have been really good. I'm not so sure it's still good. Like, snowbz could just province. I don't know. Snowbz seems pretty lost, actually. Maybe not.
I'm so confused.
Yeah, we're doing,
Okay.
we're doing this.
Yeah, no, I don't think he's lost.
No.
Like,
Abhatt
he's gonna
has.
stay reliable, and he has a VP lead. or they have a VP lead.
Well, not if Abbott follows some province here.
Yeah, but their deck is worse
Um,
on account of having 3 stop cards instead of 2 and having 0 wishing wells instead of 3.
but consider that. Well, I'll think of something. Nope, I'm done. All right.
Also, abhatt needs to draw, only has like 9 coins total they can generate, whereas snowbz can generate a whopping 10.
Well, you got me there. 10 is a larger number than 9, so.
Yep. When King's Castle gets revealed, snowbz will be poised and ready to strike.
Sitting pretty.
Contraband was interesting. I think, okay, here's my thinking, Jones. If you do a like double trash with count, I do like contraband.
Whoa.
I don't know if that's better than like a single trash with count and then like archive stuff. I don't know.
All right. Here's my thinking. Contraband is the only plus buy. That's the end of my thinking.
Sure.
So Abhatt just trashed everything and did not buy a province there, which is kind of interesting. And Abhatt
Yeah, I don't see snowbz dudding anytime soon.
and Abhatt can't afford province here anymore because they trashed too much.
True statement.
So it's just this like, look at another peddler. Is it a gold? All right, sure. I mean, snowbz can definitely dud, especially once we get down to like a couple provinces from now. Like duds are definitely possible. But you know, we just top deck a peddler and take a third province.
Yeah.
All right, Abhatt has to follow suit on provinces here.
Yeah, I just think snowbz will cruise with 5 provinces. I think 5 is enough on this board. Even if you're down peddlers 4-1, 5 provinces seems real good.
It does. But I mean, the more green cards you add, the junkier these decks get. But then again, snowbz can probably just buy a peddler on a bad turn or something, and then
snowbz wished for gold twice and found it. That's why you buy the second gold.
Sounds like he was wishing well.
Hmm.
Get it? Get it? He did a good job wishing.
I think I got it.
Get it? If I'm snowbz, I'm just top decking wishing well and buying province, I think, here. I don't see any reason to drawing. Plus, if you top deck a wishing well, you're guaranteed to get 1 wishing well hit next turn. Oh well, never mind.
It doesn't really matter.
But
this is 5 provinces right?
Guaranteed wishing well hit. All right, and now what does Abhatt even do?
Lose.
Yeah, pretty much.
Count can game duchies, so you can gain duchy by peddler.
Oh yeah.
That's a 5-point play.
Double duchy or duchy peddler? Probably peddler is better than duchy.
I would have definitely taken peddler.
But like, I don't know, snowbz is gonna find something here.
I mean, it definitely might not be a province.
Wishing before playing the peddler is weird. Like, just play the peddler first and try to draw as much as possible.
Why are you? Okay, it all worked out, but
well, wishing for province is fine, right? Because if you draw the gold, you win. So like wishing for
okay. Sorry,
wishing for the stop card makes more sense than wishing for gold.
So that was expertly played by snowbz. So it takes 1 game, and Abhatt's up 2-1.
Yeah. All right. We got a game.
I'm still not sure about that board.
I'm pretty sure you want a contraband. That's what I'm sure of. Okay, this one looks more interesting. I mean,
if you buy Sea Hag, you will only make your opponent more powerful.
It's true. I'm thinking we go like Priest Lackeys in the open, no matter what. Well, I guess Priest. No, sorry, Silk Priest in the 4/3 looks a lot better. But The 3/4 or the any other split is probably lackeys and priest.
Opening priest is really good. So abhatt does have the silk priest option.
Why is
I
silk priest better than lackeys priest? You know what? Because silk can buy two lackeys, right? Silk has plus buy.
I think it's slightly better.
I think it's slightly better just because you can buy a bunch of lackeys with it, but it's not like clearly better, I guess.
I think the game will be pretty much over by the time plus actions becomes a problem. Don't know what your payload is here.
You can do like minion courtier and crown stuff.
Oh, I wasn't thinking about minion at all, but I do like crown courtier.
I don't think you're doing like
Like you're
priest
gonna
megaturn. Maybe you are doing
I
priest
don't think so
megaturn.
either. Then again, I have been surprised and impressed by some priest megaturns, most recently NA Smiths
I mean,
in
oh yeah, that was a big
Renaissance
one.
Mix.
That one was just like, ooh, we're all looking at Triumph, and he's like, nah, nah.
Triumphs for suckers. Let me
I
just get 8
know. It's
provinces.
it's not often like a livery Triumph game is not Triumph.
I know there was so much there. Anyway,
So like the priest megaturn here would probably involve minions, right? Like you're gonna be minioning a bunch, playing a bunch of priests. It's just very inconsistent looking.
probably it's hard to get enough draw without using minion. Yeah,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
like multiple priests. Yeah.
Well, I think you can use minion regardless for draw here. Not like solely. You can use a combination of minions, silk, and lackeys for draw.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. It seems awkward to me. Like you're gonna have silks and lackeys, and it's like, are you gonna have an opportunity to play
So
minion with like a small hand size?
I guess the way that I'm envisioning this board is I don't really see like treasures being the main way I'm making economy. So like you can draw like 8 cards or 10 cards and then play a bunch of crowns and courtiers and priests and stuff and then discard a minion,
Okay,
right?
okay. I'm just concerned about like plus actions, but I guess you just buy some lackeys and then
I
you just priest them,
am
or
I'm not
or you hide out them.
I'm like not at all concerned about actions on this board. You have silk, lackeys, and crown.
Well, yes, yes, but you can't like you have to do something with the lackeys you're throwing in your deck. Either trash them or play them. And
Oh,
if
you'll
you're
trash them
playing
eventually.
them, minion is bad. So I'm just trying to work that all out. Like I'm sure it works, but you can't. I mean, I'm not of the belief that you can just throw a bunch of these cards in your deck and it'll definitely work.
I'm pretty sure you can just buy lackeys forever here and then eventually trash them to priests. Or maybe hideouts.
See, I'm not sure. Do we want to play with 2 priests or do we want to play with a hideout priest? Like I think I like hideout priest.
I'm
Like
thinking you can play with more than just 2 trashers in this board.
right, you could play with a third one.
Um, I think you can just do like I'm not sure you built like a huge priest mega turn, but I think you can play with like a lot of priest action here.
Anyways, we have probably haven't been paying as much attention as we should have what our opponents were doing, but it was a lackeys priest open compared to a silk priest open. snowbz picked up a hideout on turn 3 and a crown on turn 4. Seems a little fast for a crown in my opinion.
Yeah, crown. Well, I don't know if crown hits like this turn here with crown silk is pretty solid.
All right, both players get crown on turn 4. It turns out I'm not
Um,
sold.
I mean, crown of priest looks pretty good, so it's fine. I still think you can play with more
Oh
draw.
yes, crown priest looks good. Agreed.
So
Crown copper looks bad.
Sea Hag looks really bad to me. Sea Hag is just like a nothing card here.
Why are you trashing?
Um, yeah, you don't always want to trash a state with your hideout, because it doesn't actually thin a card. It just turns it into a different junk card.
Okay, so Sea Hag. I especially don't like it because snowbz already has 2 trashers. If they only
Yeah,
had 1 trasher, it would do some work. I don't think it'd be worth it compared to the like when you factor in opportunity cost.
yeah.
But with 2 trashers, it's like possibly even beneficial.
Yeah, I do feel like they've underinvested in draw here. Like, there's only 3 silks gone and 2 lackeys gone, and the way I would want to play this board is get a bunch of both of those cards and then kind of figure out the rest after the fact.
Yep.
They're both just like really strong drawing cards.
This is a nice double crown into hideout, though.
Yeah, Trash 2 Curses here seems pretty solid. Well, you might actually consider lackeys first to get the priest out. Not sure it's any better. It burns a bunch of villagers for like a couple coins. It basically burns. It basically burns.
It's okay.
It basically burns like 2 villagers for like 2 coins or something. I'm not sure that makes sense.
It was pretty nice that it was exact draw, so
Yeah.
that does appeal to me aesthetically. It was a nice turn.
Yeah, I agree. So, I mean, you're not always gonna find crown at the top of your turns. Ooh, cardinal. Cardinals doesn't appeal to me here.
I think Cardinals. It's gonna be okay.
So
let me read Cardinal.
So
cost 3 to 6, so it doesn't exile lackeys, which is kind of the thing that you'd be kind of okay exiling.
Yeah, I mean the thing is, I don't find Cardinals attack to be all that impactful if you are like if you're getting like a bunch of spammable cards. Like I can just rebuy those cards; it's not really hurting me, right? If you exile a Silk Merchant,
Until they
buy a Silk
pile.
Merchant. Yeah, once things pile, then it gets awkward. But I think like I'd rather just
only Silk is really well the way they're going after crowns. Both of those could pile.
I mean, I would just like rather buy like another Silk right now, and maybe once piles are really low, we can think about getting a Cardinal. But I don't think it does anything right now. Mostly just want to put more effort into actually like trashing and drawing and adding payload here. And Cardinal is just like the weakest payload.
Ooh, getting rid of a priest does suck.
Or maybe it's a secret benefit because now Abhat's going to rebuy the priest and then have 2 priests in this deck, which I think is a good number of priests to have in your deck.
Yeah, I mean they do have the hideout, but they could definitely use some more trashing. Only 1 villager for Abhat though.
Oh, that can be easily rectified, right? Just crown the lackeys, find something, and buy more lackeys.
Maybe, but you have to buy that priest.
You don't have to.
So I don't think it's easily rectified.
Well, I guess not. All right. The double curse there, I guess, is a thing. I don't know. I'm still pretty underwhelmed by the Sea Hag.
It does kill. No, it doesn't top deck both of them. I mean, snowbz probably isn't going to have a turn, but they might.
I mean, at the very least, they trash 2, which is fine. I do think they're a little bit underinvested in draw still, but
snowbz has had turns that draw, but it is dependent on like crown combining with the draw.
So snowbz had like an exceptionally good draw. As hideout,
Abhat chooses second hideout instead of 2 priests.
That sounds.
I mean, it's rough because you don't have the villager in hand, but I just think you just got to plan on like buying more lackeys anyway.
Yeah. Hideout trashes Silk, which is I guess fine. Silk's done its job. Okay, like lackey's priest here looks okay.
Well, I guess I don't really. Now you've got 2 hideouts and 2 priests.
Yeah. I mean, one might get exiled though, with cardinals flying around. All right, looks like we're burning the last villager there.
Could have played priest first. No, I guess not.
We could have done it there. Like this just misses like a bunch of money, right?
Yep.
Like that line just missed.
Sure does.
That line just missed 4 money.
Sure does. I think I also would have considered trashing the lackeys there.
Trash lackeys there is reasonable. I have to think more about what the draw situation looks like. Like they're not really adding.
snowbz is clean.
Yeah, but the payload is really weak right now, right? Like snowbz doesn't have a lot of payload.
Yeah, I want to see Courtier.
Yeah, Courtier for some payload would be pretty solid, I think.
Yeah, I mean you'd love the triple type, so if you can like get a caravan guard at the same time, that's great. But even with a double type, it's pretty good. Although you're action constrained, so I mean with crown it's nice. Potentially you can like crown
Um,
courtier, reveal crown, stuff like that.
yeah, like if you draw well, you're okay with the double type because you don't need the action. Um,
But I mean I'd love to have a triple type too.
well, snowbz does have a caravan guard already. It's already in play. It's not in the deck right now.
Perfect. Courtier's even better.
Is it courtier or courtier?
I mean, depends how French you want to be.
How French do I want to be? Courtier?
That is maximally unfrench.
Yeah, I always say courtier.
Courtier.
Actually, I think it's pronounced courtezed. If I'm correctly.
My tip, Akuchi tip for speaking French: never pronounce the last letter.
Yeah, but I'm speaking English is kind of the current thing that's happening though.
What?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Believe it or not, this is not fluent French. This is in fact English. All right, we lose a crown and a hideout. Ooh, King of the Crown is pretty nice. Um, Courtier right now would be
Courtier.
pretty solid.
Double. Make it two. Well,
Um,
you kind of do need villagers.
you could use some villagers.
It's rough. It's tough to keep these actions, Johns.
Well, that's what minions for, right?
Yeah, Courtier minion could be good.
Minions are draws. Minion don't care.
Oh, look at these crowns. The danger.
Because minion draws a bunch of cards without costing you an action. Gives +1 action. Is the main benefit for minion. Otherwise, we have to like keep trashing stuff to hideout to get a bunch of actions, which, as snowbz is getting a little bit dicey because snowbz does not have any junk to trash to hideout.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of still do, right? Like, if you want to play a Silk Merchant for plus buy, well, I guess you can switch to Courtier for plus buy,
Yeah,
right? That's
yeah, yeah, yeah.
nice.
You can get
You've
Courtier
got the
plus buy now.
Cardinal to play, and that's fine. You can just have a
Well,
Cardinal.
okay, now we play the Caravan Guard, so we don't have I mean, I guess we were always playing Caravan Guard there. This hand's
You
not
drew
very.
the Courtier. I mean,
It's.
obviously, if you know you're gonna draw, yeah, like what can
I
you do?
mean, like this hand right here is not super
Wait,
exciting.
why would you play the Caravan Guard? You could have crowned it.
Yeah, you're right. Crown and Caravan Guard there would have been a lot better. Well, I don't know. That leaves a crown out. Yeah,
I would definitely want more search space. Like your hand looks like a dud. I want to see two cards
yeah.
instead of one. Like
This third crown just does nothing, right?
it did literally nothing.
Yeah. Regardless, we need some more. I think snowbz's deck could use some minions. I think minion would look okay in that deck.
Yeah. Crown Minion's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, Snowbiz has trashed pretty much all their conventional draws. So,
Yeah, I think snowbz needs a minion for draw now. If you're not going to play with like more silks and lackeys.
so you're definitely taking 3 coins twice. So you are going to have 10 coins. That's nice. You probably only need 2 buys. You could gain a gold if you want.
Gold's not the worst. I guess if you're transitioning to minions though, you don't really want gold that much.
It is hideout fodder.
I mean, you can get a gold just to trash a hideout. That is actually a reasonable thing to do. Sure.
I guess you could just get plus buy if you wanted to do that. But it'd be
Nah.
more amusing to
I
have a gold.
mean, I think the gold just looks more fun. So.
I mean, it's better in the well. You here you have the plus buy, and you could spend the coffer to get a lackeys, which I like. So lackeys
Yeah.
either double minion. I think lackeys double minion, but no, I don't like silk
Or
merchant.
maybe Lackey's minion courtier or something. Um,
Hmm.
yeah. So
Yeah, just
snowbz
not going for
is
the minion.
snowbz is trying to draw silks and lackeys, which I think is okay. It's just they're really hard to feed. But like, I guess you keep buying
It's
like you,
tricky.
you keep buying like what's happening is you're buying lackeys for some villagers. You're playing hideouts to trash some lackeys. But it's not sustainable, right? You're gonna run out of villagers and food eventually. But
Yeah, it's a bit spinning.
minion's always there for you. Minion doesn't go away. Minion doesn't need a hideout.
So yeah, I think I would have liked Lackey's double minion. That's like the safer line, or Lackey's minion courtier if you want to be bold.
Um, I think you can
But I like double
afford
minion.
to be a little bold.
It's just like minion's a lot safer.
Yeah, perhaps. I would have trashed the lackeys here over the silk, mostly because I want plus buy. Yeah. I guess Abbott wants to get some stuff off the exile mat, so maybe we take
Gotta be
Crown there.
crown, right?
Crown
Yeah.
Courtier. Crown Courtier there could be fine. Crown Caravan Guard? Sure. So, Abhat will get to play Courtier and Caravan Guard this turn. That's nice. Can I check the
Ooh,
exile map?
okay.
Just hover over their names. It'll show you what's on their mat.
Huh. Like, I liked playing priest before hideout
No!
because
Don't play
you
the
get
Caravan
money for it.
Guard! Oh, you played the Caravan Guard before Courtier. That's so sad. Works for me. Just hover over their name. It shows the exile map. Right where the log is, right? See where the log is? It changes to the exile map when you hover over. But only if they have an exile mat. If they don't have an exile mat, then they won't do anything. So like if you hover
This
over
is
snowbz, you see nothing.
so this is double money, single buy, single action, I believe.
I mean, it would have been nicer if you just had crowned the courtier on the caravan guard instead. But
Yep,
yeah,
that would have been nicer.
more buys are fine. Also, it was really weird to just play crown courtier and not crown.
No. You want to reveal crown.
Why not just
Oh no, you could
reveal? You
reveal
can reveal
cardinal.
you can reveal cardinal. Yeah,
Yeah, then you get an extra buy for free,
yeah,
which
yeah.
probably doesn't matter,
Well,
but
no, it's not next right. It's just you save an action by crown.
well, I was suggesting that you use Courtier to get plus action and therefore not burn the villager here. However, snowbz decides to get a gold instead.
Yeah, sure. Anyway, regardless, that lost like a villager somewhere in there.
All right, so on this turn, I want Lackey's Caravan Guard minion, but I don't think the minion's going to happen, so we'll see what snowbz does.
Exiles the caravan guard. So Abhat smartly does not react caravan guard there, so like courtier can hit it.
Actually, I was mistaken about the the monies there, but whatever. No minion is gonna happen. snowbz going for some green. The piles are getting a little low. Lackeys and crown, real low. Silk, we'll get there.
One other thing you know about the minion attack is that if you do the discard attack and you had already played a sea hag, one of the cards they draw is a curse. So like they're basically only drawing 3-card hand instead of a 4-card hand. So that could cost some duds.
If you play things in the right order.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
it's contingent on lining things up properly, which is not guaranteed. But like, you know,
Oh gosh, curses are low.
yeah, curses are very low.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, curses real low.
This is a really sad hand.
I mean, they need draw. They're just underdrawing so much.
Would you like to trash a crown and play a sea hag, or trash a sea hag and not play a crown?
I would like to trash a sea hag here. Has it said? Well, it's the sea hag has given hideout food to snowbz. That's what the sea hag's mostly done.
I mean, it's caused one dead turn, at least. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, it may be.
Yeah, it's hard to know if they would have been dead anyway, but yeah. Curse on top is not it hurts.
Oh yeah, no, like the attack isn't
This
nothing.
is where the crowns are looking great.
Ooh, look at those chained crowns. Alright, not
I
sure.
don't know if I would have played lackeys there.
Yeah, I wouldn't have
I
played.
think you
That's
could do
Lacky's
other
too much.
stuff.
Yeah, like look how much draw is still left here. Like you don't need to. You don't need to draw much more here.
Yeah, I would have crowned the courtier because you had cardinal target. That's the best you can get, and then you can just play lackeys and you draw your deck.
Yeah. Regardless, we can have a pretty decent turn right now. Um, like I don't know if you need that many buys, but certainly you could like priest a curse, hideout trash a couple lackeys, like get a couple buys here so you buy some more lackeys back or something. You could easily double province here if you wanted to.
Yeah, you have 5 buys here. Yeah, so you're
Needs
one short of.
14 to win. I'm not seeing piles. Like at most it's 5 gains, right?
No, play the priest.
But like that's like the only way you get there is
Ugh.
if you. Oh, guys, you can trash a province, can't you?
Oh, that would have been
Interesting.
wild.
That
That
does
would have been
that
quite the line.
that does win, doesn't it? Huh. That's hysterical. There's a win there.
Yep.
With the hideout trash on province was a win.
Yeah, something that's frustrating me about snowbz's play, he's kept his priest around but has not played it. Like, if you're not going to play it, you should trash it to hideout.
Yeah. Like, we're not gonna play, just trash it. Anyway,
Like, one of the two should happen.
that would have been a great line. The whole trash province to
Oh
gain the
yeah,
last
I didn't
curse
see
line.
that. That's awesome.
Ah man, what could have been?
But we got the resign line,
Yeah,
so
that's
it all worked out for snowbiz. 2-2.
definitely a solid play. I will say the
Would that
only
have scored
um
enough?
it scores enough as long as you trash the curse you gain off of the province, because then you lose 6 from the province and 1 from buying the last curse, which is -7, but you're still at 21 points to Abhatt's 20 points. So
I guess
would
the
have scored one by one.
Yeah, I guess there was value in keeping the priest. Museum points.
Oh, but
But
you
yeah, I would have.
you also gain a point from you also gain the museum points from the curse, because at that point in the game there were 0 curses in the deck.
Right. So you
So
don't even actually want to trash it.
well, you want exactly 1 curse.
Yeah.
So
Exactly,
like
one curse.
you
Yep.
gain the curse from the province trash, you trash the curse, and you buy the last curse. So you have exactly 1 curse that line.
But yeah,
So
Snowbiz was in a strong position regardless.
yeah, it was winning regardless. But whenever you can trash a province to win the game,
Yeah, that's an exciting line for sure.
it's always a good time. All right, we're even up here after 4 games. So got at least 2 more then, because this one's not going to end it.
Yep.
All right, well, if they're taking a quick break, I'll be back in just a second also.
Me too.
All right, a few more minutes. My bad. All right, that's fine. First 3.5. So I don't know. I'm sure there's tiebreaker rules. I guess I could look up the tiebreaker rules real quick. Um, or first to win a game if game 7 is a tie. Okay, so they just like play another game, I guess. And then if it's tied, they keep playing. All right, cool.
Yeah, no ties yet. Seems like this format rarely will lead to a tie after 7 games, but this could be the match.
Um, all right. Well, they said they're back, but they didn't hit ready. Why do tournaments have inconsistent? Well, because everyone makes up their own rules, and no one knows anything. All right, we're all just doing our best in this game of life. Oh, look, it's inheritance.
Oh, look, it's Urchin.
Um, yep.
Oh, Transmogrify Urchin.
Transmog Urchin and Hope for the High Roll is definitely an option for sure.
You also, yeah, I'd keep the Baker token around.
You can try Spike 7 with the Baker token. I guess
Yeah,
inheritance
it's
doesn't
not a
look.
particularly, yeah, it's not an exciting inheritance.
Yeah, like Transmog's gonna deal with the states reasonably well.
I think I mostly just want to get a bunch of grand markets.
A bunch of grand markets sounds fine to me. Yeah.
And then you could play with like some squires and some merchant guilds, but the trouble there is Seer is the draw, and Seer does not draw merchant guilds.
It does not.
Nor grand markets,
I
so
mean, if you have enough urchins in your deck, then you can make it work. Because every urchin that Seer draws is kind of like a lab in your deck.
yeah.
So like, if you have enough Seers and urchin density, you can play with whatever you want here. I'm just not sure you ever get to that point because you're probably gonna be rushing grand markets for a bit.
If you are doing like Seer draw merchant guild stuff, you definitely buy inheritance and you inherit squire. I think
Mm,
that's pretty good. I mean, you could inherit urchin, but
you
you
could,
definitely inherit something, and you play with quite a few squires.
yeah. I feel like if you wanted to do merchant guild stuff, draw is your bigger concern. So I'd be more inclined to inherit urchin.
Yeah, I can get behind that because you really can just be fine with like 3 squires and you
Yeah,
play with like 4 merchant guilds or something.
yeah. You don't need.
Merchant guild's the kind of card where you have big dreams and then you realize, oh, the game's kind of over and I got 3 merchant guilds in play.
I think merchant guilds like probably not the way I would play this board.
Grand Market's just yeah, once you get your mercenary going, shouldn't be too difficult to pick up a Grand Market and then they snowball.
Yep, that's what Grand Market does. So I would be inclined for like a T-Mog Urchin open here. I mean, Urchin is also fine, but I think T-Mog Urchin is, I guess it's a little bit less likely to hit Mercenary, but not that much less likely to hit Mercenary. And then I think it's more likely to hit Mercenary to shuffle after that. It's close.
Yeah, I'm. Uh,
But like, Transmog is just a lot better long term anyway, so, just open it. Seems fine to me.
yeah, I like Transmogrify and I like opening it.
Uh,
Renaissance Mix was really frustrating in that respect.
oh, because Transmog's on every board.
Well, it was taunting me because there was also like recruiter and butcher a bunch, and I'm like,
Oh
I love
yeah.
opening transmog, but I can't justify it on this board.
Well, that is a thing. Okay, not a great turn here for Abhat. Although, did
Well,
Abhat?
a good turn for showbiz.
Well, it's not gonna pop the mercenary, but still pretty good. Like
Yeah,
obviously
nice to
this
get
would have
that
popped
transmog.
mercenary. Yeah. Regardless, I'm not sure what Abhat's thinking about here. Like, you pretty clearly just play Urchin.
I'm not sure what DZ means by at least there's a strategy to get mercenary instead of just hope. Like, I don't leave T-Mog on the mat here as snowbiz, so
Nah, no, for sure
I
not.
just use it as at T-Mog as a way to thin estates before mercenary. Like, it doesn't actually really help you collide mercenaries in any meaningful way.
Well, I mean, in the sense that you can turn an estate into Urchin, and then next shuffle you have more Urchins. That's how it helps.
Well, but you could have just bought the urchin
Right.
in the
But
first
I'm saying
place.
like next shuffle you'll have like more Urchin. No, I guess you'll have the same more Urchins, but you have
No, you
one less
won't.
estate.
Whoa! Snowbiz with the Squire buy. Not a fan.
Nah. Whoa,
Not a fan of discarding estate either.
whoa! Don't discard estate. Estate has a
I
purpose,
mean,
which is to turn into Urchin.
he's probably Snowbiz probably trying to just do the like, let me wait till I have urchin in hand plan.
I mean, I'm
Oh,
not
you know what the plan might be? Is they might be looking to T-Mog Squire. Is there an attack to gain?
Urchin.
There isn't. Never mind. That's not a plan that makes any sense.
Well, like
All right, I'm
you
lost. I
can
don't
turn
know.
it. No, you can turn a squire into two Urchins,
Oh.
right? If you really want.
So like, yeah, what's he gonna do here? Like, I just want those urchin. Like, okay, so I've been burned by this before. So my philosophy with urchin is, I buy urchin every turn
Until you collide.
up to turn 4 until I get a mercenary. Because
Yeah.
you do that and you're fine. Like, you collide on turn 5 or 6, okay, not a big problem. Urchin's actually not a terrible card to have in your deck. You do anything else, and now you're just screwed. Look at this. He's got the T-Mog on the mat and nothing to turn it into.
Yeah.
Snowbiz is ruined.
Yep. Abhat's looking like Snowman's not going to collide for a while. Yeah, the whole like saving the T-Mog for a bit, I think, is asking for too much. And like
I
buying
just don't
Squire
think
over
it's
more
taking. I don't think it's
Urchins.
taking advantage of T-Mog. T-Mog's main purpose is to thin estates, and if you keep it on the mat and don't use it, like, you got to turn 3 T-Mog play. You got to trash an estate turn 4.
Yeah. Seer here seems pretty clear to me. Just like more Seers. It's very good. Seer like with
Yeah,
a
I
bunch
think
of like
so.
T-Mog and Urchin and Silver in your deck and some state still.
Yep,
Just does so
seems
much
good.
draw. Seer is just a silly amount of
Seems
draw.
good.
And more Seers. I would take like a bunch of Seers here as Abhat. This T-Mog has been on Snowbiz's mat for like
Since turn
three
3.
turns now, yeah. That's a very sad day.
Oh, I did miss the double mercenary.
Oh, I did too. Look at that.
I don't like double mercenary. You've played
Um
with T-Mog. I like single mercenary on this board.
this board could definitely play with single mercenary, yeah.
I've been preferring single mercenary in general, but here where you've used T-Mog to trash at least one estate, it seems
Yeah.
a no-brainer to me.
That order is pretty bad. Usually play Seer first because it lets you like spy which card you want to draw with your cantrip. So you play Seer first, and you can pick which card you want to draw with Urchin.
But it all worked out.
But it works out.
I do want I got an eye towards Grand Market now, so
Not quite there yet.
I'm thinking about something that's not Seer here because I have 1 silver, or do I have 2 as Abhat?
I think two. I think you have two. If you have two, then
Okay.
Seer is fine.
Yeah, if you have 2, Seer is fine. if you have one, then you do want something like Sacred Grove.
Yeah. The
Because this
problem
turn
is,
it's a Grand Market.
yeah.
I just don't know what the situation was. I Showbiz has at least 3 silver, I'm pretty sure.
Well, we'll find out sooner or later. Let's play the Seer.
Forge. Hmm.
I don't think Forge is very good here.
No, there's no gainer.
Um,
And you want to use Mercenary to trash.
like Inheritance just looks a lot better than Forge, especially considering you still have two estates in your deck, right? So Inheritance gets rid of two
Showbiz
estates
still hasn't
basically.
gotten a Mercenary. Have they had an opportunity?
I don't think so, but they also only have like one Urchin in their deck for the longest time.
Yeah, 2 now, I think.
That's a bit of a sad draw here. I guess we're trashing? Okay. Well, now we only
Wait,
have
what
one
happened
silver.
there? Oh, discard Sacred Grove, right? Because you can't play both. Okay. Uh, but you have the Sacred Grove. I think, don't you need a Squire, though, to be able to play both?
Does abhatt have a Squire? I guess not.
No.
Yeah, we'll certainly
Hmm.
want a Squire.
Yeah, this build is not inspiring me. I would discard Copper there. Well, no, as with Sears, no, I like discard
But there's
estate.
a T-Mag on the mat though.
Um, Never mind.
We can go
You
Seer to
could
Grand
turn
Market.
Sear to Grand Market. You could.
That's not unreasonable, I'll say. Also, this is
Whoa.
fine. That's a weird
Well,
order.
that's just yeah.
Might as well play Seer first and see what you draw, right?
You could have gained a silver. I think I like gained silver there
Yeah.
with all the Sears.
I mean, yeah, you don't know if you need it for actions or not until you draw, so might as well draw first. Anyway, Abhatt
It's
is probably ahead here still. Alright, snowbz finally has a mercenary. Two mercenaries.
no. You don't need to. You have a forge. I don't know what the plan is.
Yeah, no. Seer, Squire.
Also, okay, could have gotten a Grand Market, but that's probably better.
I like
What just
Seers.
happened there?
Seers are great.
Yeah. I think I like the Seer.
Alright,
I
well,
don't know about Double Squire, but it's okay.
alright, I mean, we obviously merc Copper State here, I think. Could have merc, actually, we can merc Copper Mercenary.
Yeah, you don't need the Mercenary. Yeah, another
Another
Seer,
Seer, yeah.
sure.
It's hard to go
You've
wrong.
your deck has the capability to do great things. You
Yeah.
just got to draw it.
Whoa! What did snowbz just do?
Mercenary, trash 2 squires to gain 2 urchins.
Whoa,
Okay.
that's a
To buy a
bold plan.
squire. So that was a net buy an urchin.
I mean, it's not terrible because with a bunch of seers, like the urchins draw, but that
Well,
was a bold play.
I'm trying to understand. Oh, it was a 3-card hand. Yeah, it's tough to do much with that hand.
I mean, you don't have to like mercenary attack every turn. Although mercenary attacks are just kind of annoying, so it's nice too. Pals are low. Look at this: two seers, one urchin, and two
Yeah, like
squires.
Abhatt's just not making it come together.
I
Like,
mean,
I think is that his only squire in the discard?
yeah,
Well,
I don't
not
know.
anymore.
I would
There we go. There
go.
we go. You can play that later, but okay.
That's fine. Yeah, so we can mark two copper here. Have a nice turn.
Yep. This turn will be good.
I wonder if we want like to get like a gold or something. Given how low the piles are, do you want to score? Like gain some silvers here maybe? Well, play the grow first and see what you draw, or if you draw it, like because you want to decide what
Yeah.
to do with this seer. It doesn't really matter, but it occasionally matters.
I think I top deck a squire.
Um,
It's close though.
I'm not, maybe I don't know. Anyway, we can definitely consider. I don't think we have to score here, but maybe. I don't know. Something like Gold Grand Market could have been okay there. Or even Grand Market. Grand Market's fine.
Yeah, double Grand Market seems pretty good.
Gold does score 5, though, which is fine. Wow,
That's
lowering
true.
lowering again is so risky. Like, if snowbz has a turn here, doesn't snowbz just, like, win? Is this a win in hand?
Uh, I wonder if
Like, if you turn Squire to Urchin, you might be able to win if you draw 2 coins, right?
wait, why don't you turn Oh,
Oh, sorry, no, no,
okay.
no, no. I'm sorry. Squire to. Oh, it doesn't work, does it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, Squire to Urchin. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You have a seer on
No.
top, and you have another seer on top.
Um, but if you
That
hold
could
on,
work.
I have a question. Hold on, real quick. Well, okay, that this changes the math now because now app has points. But what I'm saying is,
Yeah.
when you trash the squire, you gain the urchin immediately from the squire trash, and there's
Oh,
no
you might not be able to
there's
put it in
no
hand.
urchin to gain with the transmog, right? So it doesn't go to your hand, I don't think.
Yeah, order of operations.
Yeah, I think the urchin ends up in your discard, and there's no more urchins left. Why are we lowering piles more? It's just everyone's just like real into the pile lowering. I guess that was fine actually, because you have to take the silver in the duchy. I guess we're just drawing Sacred Grove
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
We're probably not
The silver
we're probably not Merc
thing was
trashing this
nice.
turn.
Nope.
Ooh, these piles are so low. But like if you draw Grove here, if you find like a Squire or something, you might be able to win still. Well, alright, now if you had a Grove in hand, you could have been
But
better off.
you could, yeah, you can mercenary here, but
And again, you're taking plus
you're
actions
losing
before.
points, or you're making it harder for you to gain points.
Well, yeah, because silver's our points here. Well, let's see what the Grove gives us. Oh,
That's
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 convenient.
nice.
Yeah.
I don't know
Um,
if you can do much with that.
gold scores 5.
No, abhatt has the only gold.
Yeah. So, oh, I thought no, I thought snowbz has a gold.
Nope.
Nope. Never mind. I'm wrong. Okay, never mind.
Snowbiz is winning silvers and coppers.
Got it. All right. So, I mean, we can go for a win here. Urchin to pick up the. Okay, sure, that works. Do we lose points if we trash coppers? Oh no, I don't want to keep track of all this. Too much
Well,
math.
we can find that out pretty easy. 6 coppers in the trash. No. Snowbiz just hasn't really trashed coppers.
That's fair. Okay. So this is getting close to a win. It's getting very close to a win.
But
Not
you need plus
quite
buy
there.
that you don't have.
Well, you need to use plus on Squire, but then you would need more.
Squires in the trash. 3 in the trash. I think abhatt has 2 or 3 squires. So there are more squires down there for Snowbiz.
We still go for. We take actions and trash to estates. Losing 2
I
points
would.
makes it a little
I,
harder, but I would do it for
I don't
sure.
want those estates. Yeah.
I mean, just given that the closeness of the game ending right now, maybe just like stop here and buy gold or no, that's just too much. You can't do that. Shoot. Ah, never mind. Gold would be
I
nice.
I'd trash the estates. The game's not ending here.
I've
You
had can
can
hit
you
them
can take a
all.
points lead.
Yeah, that's true. Forge. Forge 2 silvers to a
Yeah,
gold
why
is
is that in the deck?
well, alright, I don't know what the silver count is, but is 2 silvers to gold does that score? There's
Let's
3
see,
in the
3 silvers in the
trash.
trash. So that could present a tie in silvers if abhatt has 2,
Right.
which maybe?
I mean, I would rather have 2 silver in this deck than a gold, just because Seer draws silver but doesn't draw gold. So I would only do that if it's scored.
Yeah, I mean it also loses money. Well, it doesn't matter. Yeah.
This turn doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. That's a tough call.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think if it scores, I would do it. Otherwise, I wouldn't do it. But I don't know the silver count. Like 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, is it 5-1 or is it 4-2?
So there are currently 3 silver that are unaccounted for, right? I guess I see one, at least one in Abhat's discard there. So,
Right.
um, like if it's 4-2, it's point neutral to take gold, which doesn't sound very good.
Abhatt played 2 silvers 2 turns ago. Did they
Okay.
trash a silver since then? They did.
Oh, did they?
So still don't have information about whether abhatt has 1 or 2 silvers.
Well, this is the problem
I
with
think they
cheap
might only have
games.
one.
So if Abbott has 1 silver, I'm pretty keen on turning 2 silvers to gold right here.
Yeah, and then you buy either province or gold. I could go either way on that.
I'm gonna guess gold, or no, I'm gonna guess province in that case over the gold. But gold is also fine.
I think this is the first time Forge is being played. Oh, you have to trash. Wait,
What just happened? Wait, what did you do?
trash one too many silver.
No, that's wait. No, what? Why did
No,
you trash three
no,
silver?
no!
You just
Come
that
on!
was that was like a 10
It's
point
just a
swing.
misplay. It's just a misplay.
Why
No,
did
don't
you
thanks.
why did you trash 3 silver?
No,
That's so bad.
no.
I'm so
I think it
confused.
was a mistake. I think it was just a mistake. Oh no.
Wait. Oh man, that's looking very bad to me.
Oh no. Oh, you know what? snowbz clicked gold to try to gain it off of the forge trash, I bet. That was the first undo, but they didn't understand the failure, like what happened there. Right? So, okay. snowbz was definitely trying to trash trying to gain a gold by trashing some number of silvers. They
Uh-huh.
clicked too many, either because they added wrong or because they misclicked. Wanted to click the gold button to gain it, right?
Got it.
They clicked it, but that was their buy. And then they said, oh, I forgot to buy province. I wanted to buy province. Undo, buys province. Didn't realize that the forge trash didn't gain anything.
Oof, that's a rough one right there. That's a lot of points.
And it's just like,
That's a
it's too
lot,
far in the
lot, a
past
lot, a
now.
lot of points, yeah.
Yeah, you lost 10 points there on that
Um,
misclick. And you made your deck worse. You trashed 3 silver and gained nothing.
yeah, that just seems so bad. What are we doing here? More silver? I mean,
Yeah,
given
yeah,
Sears, like silver is
definitely.
just a pretty
You've got a lot of seers.
solid card, yeah. Our transmog's
No, I don't
interesting.
like that transmogrify.
Okay, this wins, right? There's a win in hand right here. Just seer to seer by seer.
Yep. Even Sky's gift can't foil your plans.
Oh, wait, what? That's just, I mean, still wins, but like, it's not guaranteed anymore. Okay, well, it's still in. All right, we're just gonna click through those
Well,
cards.
you take out the Sky's gift threat.
I guess so.
I don't think it was a threat because you just draw with Seer and you have more than enough cards in hand to
Also
be
Scott.
able to gain a gold yourself.
Also, um, yeah, you're right. You would still want to play Seer first in that line.
Yeah.
Um, but also, it's not even a threat because you have more than the 5 point lead. So even if snowbz takes a gold, they're still not catching you.
Correct.
Why are we?
You are fine in a whole bunch of different lines.
Yeah. All
Oh,
right.
come on, Abhatt. This is BM.
Just end the game.
Bad manners. You forced your opponent to resolve an attack
Oh man,
for no
poor
reason.
form, poor
That's a
form.
no-no.
All right, well, that is 3-2. So
Abhatt
uh Abhat
one game away
one tie away
from
even.
complete victory over this tournament.
Um is it I guess it's snowbz's first player this time.
Yep. So a tie is definitely
So
possible.
a tie is as good as a win for Abhat here.
Yep.
Hey, it's Rat.
Okay.
All right, there's a lot going on here.
Governor Militia is kind of what I saw.
You know what would be really good? A 5-2. 5-2 would be so good here. No one got it. Okay. 2-5 is a lot less exciting. But like Summon Bounty Hunter.
It's
Turn
good.
1. Don't give me the. It's good. That's an incredible start. Summon Bounty Hunter.
I mean,
you open you basically open Bounty Hunter then a 5 cost.
it's good. If you want a 5 cost, but you don't.
I mean, you can also get
But
other
you can
things.
summon a militia, so okay,
Yeah,
it's good.
then summon militia, sure.
Summon bounty hunter to summon
Well,
militia.
of
All
course
right,
you
I'm
no.
sold.
Listen, you always want 5 cost here because summon is a 5 cost. All right,
That's true. That's
5 is a
true.
great number.
Yeah,
Uh,
on a mundane 4/3, you definitely open bounty hunter, and then you think long and hard about border guard.
and then you take border guard.
Yeah, you're
Bounty hunter,
like,
border
well, maybe
guard.
Oracle could be better if I draw well. Silver could be okay, and you're just like, nah, I'm gonna take border guard. That's my thinking.
Um, yeah, DZ. It's a mystery that not everyone has the same ban list. I don't know why.
Snowy Village is something you want at some point because it's the only plus buy.
Do you need plus? You don't need plus buy here. You have procession.
Banned
And
Dark Ages
you
cards.
have
Hold on, we're trying to solve a puzzle here. DZ has procession banned. I think that's the puzzle solved.
yep.
Hmm, that's a strange ban.
Man, this board is incredibly complicated. This board is, the more I look at this board, the more it hurts my brain. With like the procession, the governor militia stuff, the rat stuff, all the summoning. Uh,
I don't I don't really
step one
care over
spin.
much about. I don't think I actually get more than like one procession.
Oh, I think procession looks great here. You kidding me?
It's okay.
It's
Mostly, I
okay.
just want to.
It's okay.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
It's okay.
Like, got the goal 1,
Is
get
get
bounty hunter. Goal 2, get militia. Goal 3, get all of the governors.
do you know
Those are my
the
priorities.
best way to get all the governors is playing all the
Yes,
processions.
buying governors and ratting governors. Those are the best ways
Buying
to get
governor.
governors.
I think you want to buy 0 governors on this board. I'm pretty sure you buy 0 governors here. I think
I
you
would
want.
definitely end up buying at least one governor.
I think you always buy like summon. I think you only buy summon this board the entire game.
You know, this is a board where demand would be better than summon.
Hmm. Probably.
I would for sure be playing a lot more with procession if it was demand.
I mean, I still think you can do like an incredible amount of stuff with procession here. Like I would think, I feel like you just buy summon every single turn and then you win the game.
What are you summoning?
Whatever, you processions, advisors,
You need to
anything.
pair your procession with a 4 cost. Well, you can track deck and maybe
Yeah,
it'll all work out, but
yeah. You do that by
I don't know.
like
Anyways,
summon procession seems like a pretty solid play. At the very least, you can rat the procession to get more processions,
yeah,
even if you
I
whiff.
don't want those. Then you can't buy a governor. Anyways,
Um,
Johnson and I aren't playing the board. Maybe maybe that'll be something to do. But snowbz is buying Oracle Bounty Hunter Open. Abhatt is buying Bounty Hunter Silver Open. Don't really like that silver. I would like Border Guard. Oracle is a high risk, high reward kind of line there.
yeah. So like I think Border Guard's just such a good open with things like Bounty Hunter because it helps you cycle your deck faster, see your Bounty Hunter more often, make sure it doesn't miss the shuffle.
Yeah, I do not want that to miss. Yep.
Yeah, like
Or be drawn dead, which is the risk of the Oracle Open.
yeah, Oracle draw dead, which is pretty sad. Um,
So both players have a militia at that point. At this point,
mhm.
that is well and good. That is correct. Neither player really hitting 5.
Hmm. DZ, I can't call my doctor because I processed my doctor into another procession.
How do you feel about second bounty hunter on this board?
Um,
It hasn't been gained. I'm just asking
I think
theoretically.
it's well, if you're playing with processions, it seems fine because like you just process it at some point. Get pretty clean pretty fast. Process bounty
Yeah, yeah.
hunters for some governors.
All right. Well,
If you're
Snowbiz
not
has a second bounty hunter now.
if you're not playing with procession, I don't think the bounty hunter looks all that exciting to me.
So Border Guard will have to be gained. There we go.
All right, Porter Guard's a great card. Porter Guard's so good.
Okay, we got 5. What's snowbz gonna do with it?
Ooh, toss the
I
militia.
kind of want to buy a governor.
Summon procession. Look, just imagine processing this bounty hunter right now. How good would that look?
That would be better than summoning advisor. It may or may not be better than buying governor.
Well, I mean, you get the governor anyway, right? And you get to thin 2
Actually, you
cards.
have 2 bounty hunters, so in this case, summoning procession would have been better than buying governor.
Can the lowly border guard? I mean, I think the border guard could make it up to procession or to governor one day.
I would never target border guard with procession if I had any other choice.
Oh man, you know what's great about procession is it makes every card a traveler.
Whoa, interesting. Okay.
Um, what's weird to me is that no one has governors yet.
It is the most important pile on the board, I think.
Well, it's no procession.
You get procession to win the governor split.
You gotta win the procession split first.
Believe me, if you say which card would you rather play the kingdom without, sure ain't governor.
This board looks a lot different without governor, it's true. But I think it also looks a lot different without procession. So there we go. Anyway, we can stop arguing about procession versus governor. And we can focus on
So
what
far,
they're doing.
1 procession gained, 0 governors gained. So we got that.
Yeah. So governor is great with militia. Oh, that's a sad.
Here's the summon procession of your nightmares.
It's not even. It's not even that bad. You just get another procession.
What do you mean it's not bad?
You just rat it and get another one.
I want a governor. I don't want another procession. I would have had 5 governors by now.
So would I, but they'd be all from procession games.
I think I like Snowy Village, but Oracle's okay. Bounty Hunter, her border guard's okay.
They're all fine. They're all fine.
I want plus buy, but maybe it's not too important.
I don't think plus buy looks important at all here. I think there's so many ways.
Border guards with plus buy.
So many gains.
I mean, there's procession.
I mean, I would take a snowy, like if I'm doing like procession like lines up, I would probably take snowy over Oracle, I think. But that's not even that clear.
I like snowy here.
But yeah, so no, snowy's solid. But yeah, I think they're kind of like building a little awkwardly. Like I think they get the general idea here, which is like processions and governors, but they're kind of going slow.
I mean, they are attacking with militia pretty frequently, so
well, sure,
there is that.
Sure. But like you could be like you should be. I feel like it's turn 9 on this board. You should be drawing deck. That's what I feel like.
Oh yeah.
Like very easily be drawing deck at this point.
One person at least should be drawing deck. It can be a little snowbally.
Oh no, this board could snowball real. Well, procession, even governor by itself can be pretty snowbally. Yeah.
Well, governor militia in particular, like governor hand size attack, because if you can set that up first, then you make it harder for your opponent to do so. Like, it's just
yeah.
I found that tends to be more snowbally than governor in general. I think because it's kind of started coming into the common knowledge now that like in normal game, like losing the governor split, especially 4-6, like doesn't.
Nah, it's not a big deal.
It doesn't matter too much, but in a game where you have a hand size attack, it's a pretty big loss, and losing it like 3-7 is just like death.
3-7 would be real bad. 4-6, I think you can still get away with largely because you'll probably get some advisor draw as well.
Yeah, you've got advisor here, so you do have draw alternatives. Yeah,
but yeah, like the governor split is usually not all that important. I think it was Freaky who said he tries to win the governor's or tries to lose the governor split 4-6. That's
yeah. I don't believe that because like the stats don't show that. But yeah, it's definitely the case that it's not something that you need to go out of your way to win, and you should be doing good stuff and then just put yourself in a position to have enough governors so that you can like use them for payload in the end.
Mm-hmm.
Is I think the takeaway.
Yeah.
Unless there's a hand-sized attack, then they're the best draw in the game and great payload.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like Governor's so good here. It's very strong. Very
Speaking of
solid card.
which, it looks like snowbz got there.
All right,
2 governors to
so
0.
we're drawing deck. Oh, you should not have played that. I think just like leave the advisor oracle on top of
Well,
your deck. Probably. Well, maybe not. You get the attack. Get the attack him.
Yeah, you can't rat it because you just don't have the actions.
Yeah. Um. So turn 10, we're drawing deck, which isn't bad. I'm pretty sure turn 9, you could, yeah, like Jane, there should be 30 actions with trash in turn 9. I think you could win this in 9 turns with good draws.
I don't know what you mean by that.
Like I think like the game could be over by now with like
What is your
draws.
what are you imagining the game being over?
Just piles.
Yeah, no. I'm buying provinces here.
Um,
Well, I'm gaining provinces here, excuse me.
Well, yeah. I'm just saying, like, I don't know if you're playing this one player, how quickly do you think you could end the game?
If I'm playing in one player, I'm emptying provinces.
On what
But
turn?
that's just a style difference between me and some other players. What turn? I don't know. It depends how often my opponent's playing. Oh, one player.
One player. Okay, I'm just asking how fast do you think you can end the game here in one player?
So I think 5 provinces by turn 10 or 11 is pretty reasonable target. I don't know which.
I think you can do faster than that.
Faster than 5 provinces by turn 10? I don't think so. But maybe. I have to play it out to get a good feel for it.
Yeah, this is a pretty complicated board.
Okay. So this is bad. I don't think I would have played that governor. Right? Like that was way too fast to play that second governor.
Yeah, you gotta be thinking about rats. Doing some rats and stuff.
Yeah. Like you didn't have the procession in hand, but you had some draw, I think. Like you got to get plus actions, and then you can rat the governor and draw and play it. Like
Yeah.
there was a missed opportunity there for sure.
Well, even this was
Like,
was
what are you
weird.
doing with this procession?
Like I wanted to process the bounty hunter, but like
Yeah.
you do that before you play the border guard.
Yep, that sounds right.
It's like process bounty hunter, play border guard to draw governor. You can rat the governor. You can draw the governor again. You can just do like a whole bunch of stuff here.
So what did snowbz buy on the last turn? Summon pawn. This is very unusual.
Summon pawn is not the card that makes any sense to me to summon. So I would just gain another governor here for sure. Like I would just rat the governor here again. I guess we can play it like this. I mean, I guess you can discard the oracle here. What is this? 10? I guess you can summon twice, sure. You can buy 2 governors. You do one of each.
I think yep, I'd split the difference, I think. Just governor, summon, and advisor. Or summon governor. Yeah, you could summon procession. It's a little risky, but
I think you have enough actions in your deck you can get away with some possession or procession.
Yeah.
Like this hand,
I think so.
Having something procession for this hand looks pretty solid, right? You just process the procession, process border guard, and see what happens. Probably find an advisor or something off that.
Yeah, I don't think there was a risk of abhatt like gaining more than 3 governors. Like I don't think that's a thing that is at all plausible. So
I don't know. You do have 2 processions. Do you have any advisors? Does abhatt have any advisors?
Like we'll see if abhatt actually gets to 3 governors.
Oh, where there's like a militia there. Like you could maybe get the like if you process the militia.
But no plus buy from abhatt, so you can.
Yeah, you're right. No, you can get.
It's theoretically possible to get 4, but like it would be like perfect draws.
Yeah. 3 seems like a normal amount there then. Are we presenting the militia?
In which case, like, yeah, there wasn't too much incentive for snowbz to take the governors then as opposed to later.
Yeah. I think I want province now as abhatt. Maybe.
It's a tough call.
Abhat
I
has no
I don't
militia
know.
any. Abhat got rid of the last militia and didn't regain it. Which
Does he have? I don't think he has an oracle either,
well, so
right? Didn't
Abhat,
he process that?
yeah, and turned into a caravan, which just seems like a mistake to me. I think you're supposed to turn it to militia to
Yeah.
regain that card.
Yep. Yeah. That's yeah. You lose now.
Because now you can't discard attack. I mean, I guess you
Yep.
could process the border guard, but only one procession, so you can't do it twice. Not looking good. Not looking good for Abhat.
No, I think that was a critical mistake.
All right, I assume we process the pawn here because like who needs pawn in this deck?
Probably. Well, I like plus buy.
Well, you can also turn it into a snowy, so you can have plenty of buys.
I like that idea. I think I'd gain. I
Not
think I'd gain
process.
2 golds as governors.
Not processing the pawn is really weird to me. Oh, processing a border guard seems
Wait, with nothing in
worse.
the discard? Okay.
That's a weird choice to me.
I'm
Like,
so confused. What are you doing with the governors? Don't you want to gain gold?
um,
I do.
yeah, gold seems pretty good. I like gold.
But also no plus buy from the pawn. Okay. We got plus buy now. But now you have to draw non-terminally with governor. You cannot draw with oracle because you didn't process something to give you. Wait, how did this all end up in this state? I'm so confused.
I don't know. I mean, I guess we can
You can
like
gain another oracle if you
free
want. I
free.
think that's good.
That seems fine. Free border guard seems fine. Actually, two free border guard seems fine.
Sure.
I mean, they're good procession targets if nothing else. Pretty sure I'd like province now. That seems reasonable.
Yep.
All right. So in terms of gold, snowbz has 2 and Abhat has 0, which is gonna make it a little difficult for Abhat to win this game.
Abhat is
Also,
cannot win this game because Abhat doesn't have a militia.
that's also true. Abhat is going to draw a bunch of cards for snowbz and then not discard them, um, which will be a problem. I mean, I guess you could governor remodel like a border guard to get one if you need it. Oh, we're just doing this then.
All right.
That's fine.
Abhat has figured out how to gain a bunch of gold.
Yeah. Militia now, but don't summon it. Just buy militia.
Yes. Interesting.
Because
Yeah, it's kind of sad.
yeah. I mean, I guess you could summon it and then play it as rat or something instead. And then you can,
Ooh.
no, it doesn't make any sense because there's no
You're gonna have a
flash effects.
3-card hand. Like you can't do that.
Yeah, never mind. All right. We don't want to draw too much with governors if we can help it.
Guess advisor here. Yeah.
Um,
The thing is,
you could
yeah, Snowbz has
you,
these coppers, which are sad.
you could take procession and process the snowy right now.
No. You need to play some stuff before you do that.
Well, yeah, okay, yeah, that's fair. Process snowy's not.
I would have rather had advisor.
Not quite enough actions. I really feel like snowbz is drawing too much with governors.
Yep. This is accurate. I would have taken advisor there and hopefully paired procession with advisor, but if that didn't work out, then I guess you have to process snowy.
Something like that, yeah. The sad part about processing advisor though is there's no 5 costs left, right? So you're just losing an advisor.
Having a bounty hunter sure would be nice at this point.
Yeah, yeah. I
So
think
process snowy village and gain a bounty hunter.
that seems reasonable. Definitely seems reasonable. Let's just like do that. Yeah.
Yep. Here we go.
We have some options first, though. I think we probably want to play Advisor for Rat first here.
Yeah, you can do that.
Um,
I don't think you really need to do it first. I guess you get the copper back, so sure.
well, there's a chance you can top deck Advisor if you do it that right? There's a 1 in 3 chance of top decking Advisor. Not that really. Well, I guess you can't get discarded though, so I think it makes sense.
A top decking advisor, yeah, it's nice.
Anyway, just
All right,
like
what do we got here? Double province summon. Do we have enough? I think so.
15, 23 in hand right now.
Yeah, yeah. We got double province summon advisor and something else.
Double Province, Summon Advisor, and like not much left. It's not for like a border guard then, which I guess is fine. Yeah, they're definitely slow to province.
Well, so to build.
Well, okay, but slow to build and then
Yeah,
this
and by
goes
consequence, slow to
yeah,
province.
the
It's
being
not
slow to
like they
province is
were avoiding provinces because they had a whole bunch of governors and were just dicking around. Like that wasn't the situation. They were, yeah. Once they got their governors, they. Well, I guess abhatt still hasn't greened, but snowbz has at least.
yeah. I think Summon Advisor here makes a lot of sense though.
Oh yeah, you want like draw is not free. Draw is competing against your payload, your best payload. So
Yeah. And anytime you can draw with not governor,
yeah,
it's pretty
it's good
good.
stuff.
Yeah.
It's not even crazy to do like double summon advisor by advisor.
Um,
You can get away with that.
that sounds totally reasonable to me. Yeah. Um, just draw a bunch of cards next turn without using governors. Use your governors for remodels or gain golds. You can take like a good 4 provinces next turn and be pretty happy about it.
Yep. Yeah, if you get 6 provinces here, you win. No.
Duchy. What does
What is
Duchy?
that duchy
What
doing?
does Duchy do?
It does nothing.
The
It's a card
Duchy.
you have to draw, and it's points that don't matter. I
Yeah.
guess you bounty hunt it next turn, but like, come on, it's not that. It's not necessary.
No, it seems pretty rough. Um,
I no.
minus. I don't think you need to
You
buy
have two
Snowy.
pawns. You have the plus buy,
Yeah, I
and
don't like that.
you have multiple targets that you can process to get plus action. So like, you don't need the Snowy Village at this stage in the game.
Yeah, just more draw. Just draw.
So yeah. See what the last buy is. Please summon advisor.
Yeah, like you really want to summon something here.
I don't think there's really any choice. Like, I guess you could summon Oracle, but I like advisor a little more.
Summon Oracle. It's like I don't think the attack is all that relevant. The only reason to summon Oracle would be you want to process it next turn, but like I don't think that turn matters. I think like
Well, I
next
mean,
next turn. Like
it's just the selection of the 2 cards you get is a little better with Oracle than advisor. The downside is if you draw your other Oracle, you cannot play it immediately. So,
right.
anyways, it was summon advisor.
Well, I think the plus action from Summon Advisor is also relevant.
Yes, yes. That's what I was trying to say. Like,
Right.
you have another Oracle in your deck.
Yeah.
So, like, if you see that early, it's nice to be able to play it. You could even process it, which is a
Yeah.
nice target.
Wheels Gold and Province. Well, it's not the 2 cards you want on top of your deck.
I mean, yeah, and you know the summon advisor's coming up.
I don't know what we're thinking about here.
Yeah, you leave that because, I mean, why not?
Yeah, I mean they're not cards that do anything.
There's a bad card there.
So, like, Abhat could take 3 provinces right now, but that seems pretty losing. I
Yep. Yeah, I mean
wonder.
that's all the golds, so
I'm kind of tempted to take like maybe 2 provinces and a gold or something.
wait. Okay,
Like
so you
track like
don't want to draw around to militia?
what militia?
Excellent point, Johns. I like gain 2 golds and remodel to
I
province.
don't know what militia you're talking about because it doesn't exist.
Was it possible to gain 2 golds, remodel province, or remodel to province by province?
No. I think you could remodel twice, gain gold, or you can remodel once, gain 2 golds, and summon advisor or something.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Anyway, like just not drawing more cards for snowbz seems reasonable because
Yeah. Yeah. You can't do this. Like
um
you leave 4
I mean
provinces, you
what
probably
happens if
lose.
we take? Oh no, we can't even take. I don't know actually. Advisor
Whoa, don't do that.
Duchy.
snowbz. No.
Snowbiz is not thinking like
What are
with
you
just
afraid of?
no idea.
You should be thrilled that Abhat is taking multiple provinces.
Okay, so like we should.
Okay, you take 3 provinces and win. It'd be much easier if you had the advisor in hand instead of a duchy in your discard pile.
Uh-huh. I mean, at this point, we might just. At
You
this
can
point,
process governor.
yeah, just process the governor for draw. Even if
Yeah,
governor is enough draw, like you should be easily finding 3 provinces off of that.
you can
I mean, process advisor too, but process governor draws more.
yeah. That's 3 golds. You should be fine. In fact, it's in hand.
Well, not
If you had
anymore.
processed the governor, yeah.
All right, grab a. I guess bounty hunter makes more money than militia.
Yeah.
Process the oracle now seems pretty good. Nope. All right.
What are you doing with this procession?
I don't know. Process the governor here then. Let's just. We just gotta just like end the game here.
Yeah, it's in hand. Process governor.
All right. This is gonna bounty hunt the duchy scores 3. Sure. So process governor, remodel by province. Pretty easy win.
I have faith. snowbz will see it and will not drag out this turn any longer.
Oh no, snowbz! What have you done? Actually,
It might
this
still
is
be in
still in
hand.
hand, right? We should, like put
Yeah,
pawn or
I think
buy.
so.
Is
With
it?
pawns,
Is that
yeah.
16? Okay,
Yeah,
fine.
it's in hand. Just coin buy. But
Okay.
we love to play all our cards and force the opponent to discard to a militia.
All right. Don't even need to play the pawn anymore. All right, we'll just
But
keep.
where's the fun in that, Johns?
All right, we'll just keep clicking. Click, 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 click. Wait, there we go.
All right, didn't play the attack at least.
Well, that's 3 games apiece. We are going to a game 7 here.
The deciding game.
Whew, it's exciting.
Abhat or abhatt will get to start.
All right, all right.
They're probably not European since we're commentating this at
Um,
11:20
they are
Eastern
probably not.
time.
It's true. Yeah, it is. It is late. It is a late.
So that could inform how ABHATT's name would be pronounced, potentially. Although you can have all kinds of surnames in America or Canada.
It's true. They do allow that. So is it random player for the final game or what?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Or is it based on seed?
Oh, I would doubt that. Like, I would think it would just be you keep the same order or it's random. I like it when it's keep the same order because you've already had the random draw. Like, why do you need to re-randomize it for game 7? You know what I'm saying?
I hear what you're saying. and
but
it makes
but I
sense.
don't know the rules. Yeah, it looks like Abhat's going first.
I mean, usually with like elimination tournaments, you just use the seed to set
Yeah,
like
to
first
see
player
who's first player
advantage.
from the
Yeah.
get go. Yep. All right, we've got Harold as the only plus actions. We got Wharf and Gear. This looks
Oof.
like a good money board. I
The
mean, like you're gonna build to double province and probably more than that with enhance, but the point being, you've got Gear, Wharf, and Spices.
Yeah, Gear War Spices is all like very extremely fast money. The engine doesn't have any trashing, so it's like heralds are gonna take forever to come together, I think. I guess you have like enhance, it doesn't really count. Prince looks awful here. Yeah.
Yeah, like if you do build, you do have some extra VP in the form of farmers market and fairgrounds. So I would be
Eh,
inclined to play with heralds.
I'm I it seems really slow compared to money. I don't know.
It's just I want to play with gear and wharves, and I don't feel comfortable doing that without heralds.
But like how do you ever draw? Like are like Harold's got a hit, right? And you gotta hit through all 10 starter cards?
No, I mean you're gonna have a large hand size from like 1 to 2 wharfs and a
Right, I'm just
duration
saying
gear.
Harold has to hit an action, or else it's
Oh
not
yeah,
a
absolutely.
village.
Yeah.
So you need to spend a bunch of time like buying a bunch of actions. And that time is gonna
I mean that's the reason I'm buying Herald is because I've bought I mean we'll see. I don't know.
I'm just saying
I would have to
I'm
play
just
it by
saying
ear here.
like you need like a good critical density for heralds to hit, and you could just be buying like spices inside of heralds. Like I
I
don't believe in
think
it.
building is rewarded here.
I don't think it is. I think this is some combination of gear spices worth money.
So both players open cut purse, which makes well, I wouldn't open cut purse unless I was definitely going to be buying here. Wait a second. Is there a Herald gone?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm wrong.
Snub is
Okay,
open herald
snowbz
gear.
opens Herald gear. I would not recommend opening Herald.
Wait, hold on. Abhatt has gear cut person hand and decides to play the cut person,
Maybe
not the
in
gear? Like you play the gear, you're guaranteed to hit to like play cut purse next turn.
Yep, that seems better to me, especially as player one, because you're definitely going to cut purse.
Yeah.
Like,
And
yeah,
if
no,
it's a
that
question of
seems better.
if it's a question of hitting five, then like you can still line it up your
You're
treasures
guaranteed
so
to hit
you
five
yeah,
on one turn or the other.
you're still gonna hit five.
Yeah, no, you play gear there. You love seeing gear on turn three.
Anyway, I would open gear silver, I think, into like a money deck. If you want to do the
Gear silver
engine,
is the sensible like safe opening.
um the
Gear
hair
cut purse isn't crazy. It's just a
it's
little higher risk because if you see both on turn four, you're set.
the problem with cut purse is like I have
It's a
limited term.
terminal
It's a
that's not gear or
terminal.
wharf.
Yeah, it's a
Yep.
terminal. It's a terminal that's not orange. Is my big problem with cut purse.
Yep. No, I hear you. If you're not playing with heralds, you don't want a cut purse.
Well, I think even if you are playing with heralds, do you want a cut purse anyway?
Yes. I don't know if you want to open it. Like it's gonna hit. They got coppers.
I
They're not
mean,
getting rid of those coppers.
yeah, but like you're buying cut purse instead of another herald is the problem, right?
It's a fine card.
Eh, all right, maybe.
This is why you're sad.
Well, we need
And
more
why are you saving
spices.
both?
Yeah, you can't
Oh
play.
gosh, it's a menagerie. Now
This is
like okay, I got problems here because you save two terminals and they're both going to miss the shuffle and you can only play one. So shouldn't you have just saved the wharf and left the cuppers in the shuffle, which means you would have almost certainly been able to play it next turn?
makes sense to me. Yeah. All
Like
right.
there was a 3 out of 4 chance that your cut purse is now in those 3 cards
Yep,
and you're
makes
happy next
sense.
turn. Now there's a 0 out of 3 chance.
Makes a lot of sense to me. I mean, it looks like they're building, or at least does snowbz have three heralds right now?
Yep, I think. Let me check if Abhat's bought a. But the menagerie buy is blowing my mind.
The problem with Menagerie here is you can't trash your starting cards, so
And you have duration draw.
Like it's fine to have a bunch of menageries in a deck with a bunch of heralds because makes heralds villages,
Uh,
but
I see what Abhat the trouble with Abhat. They had 3 coins on turn 4, so there's is not
yeah,
a
that's
lot of
fine.
great stuff to buy there. Considering, but yeah, the correct play would have been play gear on turn 3. Buy ideally you see 4 and you can buy Herald, and then you buy your Wharf
Hmm.
on turn 4.
I mean, the heralds eventually get powerful. It's just it takes a while. Without any trashing.
Hmm.
I mean,
Yeah, I'm
technically,
thinking farmers market and fairgrounds is enough to reward building in that way,
I don't know.
but
I think
it would have to be put to the test.
the money that can hit 8 provinces fast enough.
It would have to be put to the test.
Yeah, I mean, it could be interesting to see. Cut purse for snowbz. When your opponent has a menagerie, cut purse is sometimes like actively friendly.
The cup purses were open, so right.
No,
Oh
like
wait. Oh, never mind. Oh, I see.
yeah,
Snowbiz bought. Yeah, I
just
don't
bought it.
like that. I
Hey,
like taking a herald. Your opponent's obviously terminaling up. They want the herald, so just denying a herald, in addition to it being a good card in your deck, makes it better than cut purse, in my opinion.
I think so too. Ooh, Prince. All right, well, I don't. Prince looks a lot worse than 2 heralds to me. Um,
You might not have the heralds, and then what are you printing?
yeah,
Menagerie.
who knows. But yeah, two. I mean, I guess we're just printing. I mean, I would just print menagerie right now, right? Like,
Yeah. What else are you gonna do?
you kind of have to. You're not gonna print. You're
Can
not.
you choose to menagerie before wharf duration? That's actually not bad.
Um.
No, no, no.
Oh, we're not even printing the
What?
anything. Oh, it's so
I'm in so much pain, Johns.
bad. Hey, wait, hold on, wait. I figured it out. We can just we're gonna enhance the prince into a province. That's what we're doing.
I don't think that's gonna
Double
happen.
menagerie, but the menageries aren't gonna draw in this deck. I mean, I know menagerie finds a way, but not really here.
Nope. I'm in so much
Yeah,
pain.
prince is just unique for menagerie. Oh, that's so funny.
We solved the problem. Hey, look at this. Snowbiz almost draw deck. With a single wharf.
Okay, 2 heralds here, please. 2 heralds. Do not prince. Don't do it. Don't be tempted. Thank you. Thank you. Okay.
Yep. And then you got to pick up a wharf on your next turn of Snowbiz.
Yeah,
Like
eventually.
you want 2 wharves. Like I would have
Oh,
wanted it way before now.
Abhat can't even get the last herald there. Oh man. All right, I'm pretty sure Snowbiz is like pretty far ahead at this point. Like
Oh
this,
yeah.
this
Oh yeah.
Herald Wharf right now looks so good.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right,
And
this.
they've got 2 gears, although I think they weren't able to set aside, but they can just set aside a gear, have alternating gears, alternating wharves, a bunch of heralds. It's all good stuff.
Yep.
And then presumably you buy some spices and golds and
Yeah.
stuff.
I guess you just got like farmers market there.
Wait, what happened there?
Maybe.
Oh, big old dud.
Well, I
Surprising.
mean, again, you have 10 starting cards. Like you're a lot of heralds are gonna whiff here.
Yeah, a little unlucky.
All right, Abhat finally realizes printing menagerie is actually a thing you can do. I would enhance. No, I don't want to enhance the cut purse. Just buy menagerie. Farmers market. Whatever. Okay. So this cut purse is going to, in fact, activate menagerie.
There we go. Now the heralds are doing some job.
A little bit.
A little bit. Do you want to play that other wharf?
I guess you can alternate. It's fine. Anyway, so
Eh.
activated menagerie here for Abhat, thanks to the cut
It's
purse.
happening. I think I want another wharf.
Um,
Okay, that seems fine.
it's fine. Sure. Let's keep loading up on actions. All right, you can play
Like,
gear now and try to set aside like menagerie copper. I mean, I guess you still set aside. I don't know. These
Um,
heralds are unlikely to like. These menageries are never going to activate it, right? You could just set aside just like 2 menageries or something.
you
Gear.
again, you get to choose the order for the gear, so you don't really worry too much.
Yeah.
Like for the Prince Menagerie, but yeah, these other menageries, like, what are they ever doing?
Well, you got one activation, but you're not going to get too many for sure.
Well, the Prince one activated, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's only because snowbz played a cut purse.
sure.
All right, got a herald hit there. Got some herald hits there. Like now that your deck is pretty action dense, you're doing some stuff.
Yeah, it's coming together.
It's coming together. It is turn like 15, but it's coming together finally.
No, okay, yeah, you can still play the gear. All right, it's all good. Just set aside 2 cards.
Two estates.
Do it.
Already did. Set aside 2 estates.
Oh, I'm slow. Maybe Snowbiz isn't playing with animations on.
Animations. Oof. Who does that?
Uh, I'm an anti-animation snob.
Ugh, animations are the worst.
You don't know if you play without them.
I know what they look like. I've seen them.
I don't know how you could describe them as the worst.
I know what they look like. I have surveyed all things, and the very worst of those things is animations in this Dominion client.
Turns out, cards moving can help you follow where they go.
Oh, I can follow. Don't worry.
Wait, what happened there? Hold on. What was set aside with gear?
Set
Nothing?
aside Menagerie and Farmers Market, which were a very weird
That's,
choice.
yeah, that was weird. That was weird. I guess the farmer's market set aside was fine in retrospect, since you don't have the actions to play them.
But you did not know that at the time. Also, wouldn't you rather set aside like things that aren't actions, so next turn your heralds can hit those actions?
Yep,
Because now
it does seem that way.
fewer actions in this shuffle now because
Yep.
you set it
And you
set
had
to
two
aside.
estates in hand, so you know.
Yeah, like setting aside not actions just makes your heralds hit more likely. All right, so
Drawn
Abhatt
deck.
drew the deck, and this is their entire deck, which is actually kind of sad.
More than kind of.
There's not much in there. Well, yeah, they're definitely a bit slow on the building for sure. Um,
I mean, Snowbiz is slow on the building. Abhat, I don't think had a coherent build in mind.
yeah, Abhatt just drew deck and had 5 coppers, right? So that's not great.
Wait, why was Harold played there? You could have played Gear and set aside Harold.
Um, I guess you're not playing gear. It doesn't
Guess,
matter.
I guess. Yeah. Even with all those Heralds, plus actions are hard to come by.
Well, yeah, when your heroes don't hit, they're gonna be a problem.
I think I'd enhance the cut burst, maybe. Maybe not.
Um,
Okay.
I mean, so the engine looks better if you get like if it's uncontested and you get all the heralds, it looks a little different. And certainly there's some optimizations they could be making because I don't think they're playing it perfectly optimal or anything. Um, I'm still not convinced that engine beats just gear spices wharf money here though. I'm gonna call it orange spice.
It would have to be played out.
Orange spices
Orange Spice, that's a
is
catchy
the
name.
yeah.
I don't think I have a competing name that good.
Well, that means my strategy's better because the name is catchier. That might be the case. I would have to think about how much war versus gear helps here. Is there a win this turn? This looks like a win right now, right? What does a win cost? 5. Not even that much.
Oh,
13. Yeah, this
there's
is.
enhanced too. So
I don't think enhance makes it cheaper though, does it?
well, enhanced to wharf, right?
Well, you would enhance like a gear to wharf. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, okay, sure, makes it a little cheaper. Um, yeah. Anyway, this wins.
See if snowbz sees it.
I mean, you don't even have to enhance, but that does it.
Do not.
Well, that's gonna be it then. snowbz, the winner of small games, number 12 or something, whatever small games one this is.
Came back from an 0-2 deficit.
Yeah, that was a impressive comeback there.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Some good plays
yes, well
were
done.
made.
Well done by our contestants. Thank you all for tuning in, and catch you next time.